Welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. NBA playoffs are still here. Round 2 is about to be in action. Yeah, some exciting stuff going on. The Atlanta Hawks just got their ass sent to Cancun today by the Boston Celtics.
Finally.
Yeah.
It took them long enough.
Yeah, it did.
Some bad plays at the end of the game. I don't know if you guys were watching because I know the draft was on and you probably don't give a shit about the Hawks, but there's like 4 straight inbound plays where they threw it off the inbounder because they couldn't get the ball in. Like I don't want to say that cost them the game because they left motherfuckers wide open for threes at the end too, but yeah, I was kind of hoping they forced the game 7. I think it would have been interesting.
A couple other during defensive possessions where Trey would hop off Marcus Smart and help defense, and then Marcus Smart was wide open for 3. Like before the inbound possessions, the ones you're saying.
I mean that was one of them.
That was
and
one of them.
One where Smart cut and then got it to the corner for Horford.
Mhm.
Basically the same thing, but instead of him fading, he just passed the ball. Like
That's what happens when Trey tries too hard on defense. He's just sticking to his lane.
I don't even know if he's trying.
Speaking,
Yeah.
speaking of Trey, he had like a super duper first half, and then into the second half, I remember I was looking. He had 1 for 12 in the second half.
He was bad.
In the first half, he was 8 for like 15 or 9 for 15. Like,
The thing I don't like about Trey though, like anytime he takes a shot, he always looks at the ref, always complaining like he's never done anything
It's
wrong
the
in
Luka
his life.
special.
Like he plays a perfect game.
but he is.
Trey
he-
and Luca, they came from the same generation,
Yeah.
same draft class. They just
Like you
scream
can't
at the
turn
ref.
over the ball. You look at the ref. You take a bad shot. You look at the ref. Like
I've seen Aiden do that
Take a
too.
bad
Aiden's done
shot.
yeah.
Nigga, pull up for half.
That's literally what he would have done.
Come on.
What he done last game when he missed that shot.
He would like take it for half or like fall on the floor but looking at the ref. Like
Nah, dude,
It's annoying
they be
sometimes,
tripping. I agree
yeah.
with you, you know.
They don't call that stuff in the playoffs too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The small
it's just
stuff.
bad habits though. Like it's not fun to watch. You do
Yeah.
that all the time.
Because then
you know?
niggas get back on defense too. Like then you just give them.
Yeah.
No, they do that
like,
too because they're tired. Like they don't want to run back, so they like pretend like they
Refs.
got fucking annihilated. So
Yeah.
See,
they don't
he
have
doesn't
to
play
run on
defense all
defense.
game though.
Luca special. Let's
Trey?
call it.
Never plays defense.
I mean,
For real. They don't even expect them to either.
Back to the game though, I think they, I guess, show their true colors. I mean, a testament for them to get into 6 games, but South Celtics are just better than them. Showed it today.
and
Yeah.
we got Celtics, Sixers in round 2, just like we predicted. But there's a little, injury circumstance this time around with Joel Embiid. So, any new thoughts about that, or are you still feeling what we
Maybe
say?
I-
What did you say? 76ers? What did you say? 70,
Yeah.
76ers.
I said Sixers
Celtics.
and 7 though, but I'm gonna change it to Sixers and 6 now.
Damn!
After what?
You going even less games after Embiid got hurt?
Yeah.
Are you serious
going
right now, bro?
higher
Like,
on
what?
Let me explain why.
That doesn't make sense.
Because they've had over a week, like a week and a half now to rest. I don't think they're playing till Monday, right? Something like that. But they have a good amount of games to rest. Atlanta did better than I expected. Celtics should have swept them the way that they're beating them down in Boston the first 2 games. Then so I lost confidence in them. And then 76ers did their job. They beat Brooklyn in 4, got rest, and they looked better than they did in the regular season in the playoffs.
But you're talking about
You
a
saying
team.
76ers did?
Yeah.
I
You're talking-
disagree.
I mean,
You're talking about a Brooklyn team that wasn't
Yeah.
expected to do anything. They're not the top heavy. They're not like the what's it called? Like
Hawks weren't
the Celtics or
expected to do
the.
anything, though.
Also, James
but
Harden
like-
was bad. Like I don't know why you saying that they were
Look at it,
better.
Let me see his stats.
But the
He
Hawks
was only
are-
bad for 1 game.
the Hawks are a
I
better
wouldn't
team.
say. I don't even think he averaged
the
over
Nets.
20 points.
Yeah.
that
I agree
series.
with that
Yeah, but
completely.
like, you can't have Mikal Bridges like his first ever playoff series where he's the best player. Like
Yeah.
you're not
Yeah,
gonna
like-
expect them to do anything against the Sixers.
And
Yeah,
they
like, I
had
love-
Royce O'Neal guarding Embiid.
Yeah.
Like, come
God,
on, bro.
they don't even have like, oh yeah, Nick Claxton.
They
kept
doubled on
fucking-
tap every time.
But
It
they
was
took
just-
Claxton out a lot
Yeah,
too.
like,
I
that's
don't.
what I'm saying,
Because
like-
he's not strong enough to guard him, so they try to put a bit bigger.
You think the Nets are
stronger
actually
dude
better
on
than the
him.
Hawks this year? Like this is playoff season, like series session.
No, I don't think they're better, but I expected the Boston Celtics to sweep them though.
Tell me James Harden's
guess
numbers in
pretty
that
sure
first
it is.
round.
17, 5, and 9.
Yeah, see, he didn't even average 20
I
points.
just wouldn't use. I wouldn't use the Celtics not sweeping the Hawks and the Sixers sweeping the Nets to say that the Sixers are better because they swept. Like it's,
Well,
a
no,
different,
that's
it's different
not my
context.
main
Dude,
thing.
Trey hit
Main
like a
point,
buzz.
but
Trey like
the
a
way-
40-foot buzzer beater.
The way that they won is the way that they swept them, like without Embiid being in the lineup and them still winning the game the way that they did, with Harden getting ejected and winning the game the way that they did. There's a lot of odds against them on the road, and they still prevailed. Tobias had a really good game too. If he
I
steps
mean,
up,
I like the Sixers. I think they're good. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't just use that parameter. You know?
well, it's context inside the games too. Like if Tobias steps up in the series, I think we all have 76ers winning, right?
Oh yeah. I mean,
No.
so he's like
That-
fourth.
I definitely
in any
don't.
team, in any team with a fourth or fifth option, it starts to average like above
What do you mean?
15.
Yeah, what do you mean
Like,
step up? Like what's the?
Average what he did in
Tell me what you wanted to average is stepping up.
Because
It's a number.
Tobias could, if in a third, he could average 20. Like he's still a good player, but
You're not expecting
But
that.
over
From,
Maxey,
you're not
Harden,
expecting
and
it
Joel
from
is
him.
but
not-
if you
guess
give
so.
that
I'm
to him,
saying,
he'll probably
yeah.
win in a
that's
series.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If he's a fourth fifth dude on the lineup and on the depth chart,
I still think
and
the
he gets
Celtics as
15
an
or so.
overall are a better team, and I was telling you already that the Sixers with Embiid has a terrible playoff record against the Celtics. I think I just looked
check
up
it.
like Tatum was like 8-1 in playoff series against Embiid.
8-1 in playoff series. I don't even think they played that many times in the playoffs.
Just check it out. I
Well,
remember
one of the
reading
that.
time they got
news.
swept in a bubble, Ben Simmons didn't even play. So I don't know.
That was the only time they played. And then they lost to
no,
Atlanta.
that was not the only time they played.
He lost to Atlanta. He lost to Miami.
Let me just check the stats.
Then he lost to who did he lose to last? Toronto too. The shot, the meme, famous.
He
meme.
definitely, they
Yeah,
definitely
he
lost
is.
to Boston. One of
He is
the times,
81
too.
versus Joel Embiid.
Okay, well, you name the years though.
It was the bubble year and then one of the other years.
Like I
Later,
told you, like I have
earlier in
no
his career,
confidence
Was
Embiid
it
gets past the
pre-bubble?
second
Was it
round against the
Kyrie
Celtics.
It was after the
So
bubble.
it
I
was
just don't remember
18,
which year it
really?
was. Yeah.
18. Okay.
And then
and
20.
bubble.
Okay,
Pre-bubble.
so it was before,
Pre-bubble.
I guess.
Pre-bubble.
yeah, that's pre-bubble.
So this is one he didn't play. He didn't play the Jimmy Butler team, the Celtics, because they obviously lost to Kawhi, and this team's probably the best team he's gonna face. The
Who?
Celtics.
The Embiid
This
is gonna face?
76ers.
Yeah, I mean it is. So
This
it's not
this
gonna be
Celtics team
easy.
is better than the finals run team though.
Way better.
Yeah, but they're obviously not playing as good as they did last year though.
They swept them niggas in the bubble. Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ben Simmons
no,
didn't even play.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Is
I
that
don't
even fair?
I don't see like I said Embiid hasn't even made it past the second round in his career, and they're up against the Celtics team that's better than the finals run team last season.
Would you not say this is the best year to do it though?
He
And
has a chance, but against the Celtics and Tatum, I don't think so.
In this series in the bubble too, Tobias was the second option because
Yeah.
Ben wasn't there. He was garbage. He was straight up.
That
trash.
is- yeah,
So that's what I'm
that's
saying. Like if you expect him to give you 20, like you're gonna lose.
Oh, no,
He's
I mean,
not that
he's-
type of player.
Tobias,
Yeah, he
Tobias
was
is honestly a
averaging,
regular season player. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Against
even
the
gonna hate.
Nets, he was averaging 29 and 2
Well, again,
and
Tobias?
65%.
he got
true
fucking
shooting.
practice.
Yeah, if he does
He got
it,
practice
Like worst
shots.
playoff team in
Yeah, but-
in 2020.
It's
Yeah,
not
but
even
I'm
that.
just saying,
He
like,
got
if he
open
averages the
shots
same-
every single possession.
Yeah, if he averages the same stats in the Celtics series, I think we'd all have.
I don't think
he
he
That's
will.
that's a big if, yeah.
If-
Just,
I
I'm
mean,
just
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
though.
No,
I'm just saying.
I know what you're saying. Like, if he does, then I think
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got them over. Like, if he
If-
averages that,
If your
yeah,
fourth
yeah.
option's averaging 20 points, yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Mike
yeah,
Anthony.
yeah,
yeah,
I
but-
would-
Like
Your
if
second
Malcolm,
option was
Brogdon
averaging
averages
17.
30.
He does different.
It's a
Okay,
Robert
okay,
Williams
we're not gonna say
2020.
because Tobias is capable. We've seen Tobias.
Yeah,
average.
obviously, if Tobias averages this,
Yeah,
like Harden will take a hit scoring wise, and probably Max.
You got to take
Nah.
into the context into
If he gets
account
to
how
shoot
he
to the floor in the
scored
game.
20 points. He wasn't
Yeah.
scoring 20 points like, oh, I actually have to, work to get my buckets. It was and be double team,
Yeah,
Harden
same with
extra
PJ.
pass, found me off the drive type.
It's actually
Yeah, that's
crazy
what
how
you
So
said.
like,
Boston does the same
He
crap.
should just be spotting up
Which,
his
I
slash.
but like Al
I
Horford
doubt
for some
Boston's
reason
coach-
just goes off against the Sixers. Like
I
Al
doubt-
Horford has like an 80% 3-point percentage.
It's
against
always
the
a
Sixers.
revenge game for him.
That nigga shot like this.
He always shoots so well against the Sixers.
Not even he put the ball like I mean, his hand
oh,
right
yeah,
there.
my bad.
He made a clutch
He-
shot today,
like-
And Robert Williams
Yeah.
and Marcus Smart defended Embiid pretty well too.
Yep.
Marcus Smart.
I have to see
Marcus
their.
He
Smart-
do for a guard, yeah, for a
Yeah.
guard. Let's make it clear for a guard, yeah.
We'll see if they
Marcus Smart can't
implement the
guard
same
nobody.
strategy
Primary
Can't
that-
even guard Trey.
Yeah. If they implement the same strategy that Memphis, if they implement the same strategy that the Nets did, they'll lose too.
I mean,
Like double teaming
That's
Embiid
a
on
bad
touch.
strategy.
That is
I mean,
something
you said-
they just
we
assume.
talked about this.
Like-
We said doubling on tap is just leading to bad strategy. For like,
I don't even
'cause
think
they shoot
necessarily
too. They
though.
have good shooting. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah, I don't know why.
As
they did
long
it in
as
the
you
first
double
place.
and then Embiid passes right away.
Yeah.
Well,
Beat out
the
game.
thing is,
Kinda did.
the difference between Boston and Brooklyn is that the Boston Celtics have the other perimeter defenders that could close out on the shooters. The Nets kind of just like double team and the motherfucker open. Okay, he shoots. But the Celtics, I think, will like try to close out
Yeah.
to the
It's
shooters.
only Derek White is a really good defender.
That
Yeah.
takes away a lot of
Yeah.
energy though from you. And then you don't think how they closed out the Atlanta series is gonna have an effect on the next series?
It could. I mean, the injury could have an effect on how Embiid plays too.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
Or-
Every
he's
team
gonna
looks
take a few
beatable right
flops.
now. Like, you know?
Honestly.
Honestly, every team.
Ever
looks-
since the
Ever
Bucks
since
got
the-
took
yeah.
down,
There's
Yeah.
no clear
There's
like
no
number
safe-
one
Yeah.
in the playoffs.
let's
right
talk
now, in
about
my opinion.
Hemi Butler, man.
Yeah.
Because last time we did a podcast here, we were like, I personally said I think the Bucks would win. Well, you guys said if
I
Giannis
said
comes
they had a
back,
good
the
chance,
Bucks would
yeah.
win.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
now
yeah.
it's like it wasn't even close. Like it was 5-game series.
It's on God
Yeah.
mode.
I'll take the L on that
Nah,
one.
fraud alert.
He did
He
it.
is him.
Much
Fraud
to handle
alert.
this rant.
Fraud alert
He's
for Giannis.
officially him. I've been saying.
Who want to do laps on the
I'm a long
podcast?
time
Go ahead. Go ahead.
lapse.
Yeah, go ahead. Do your parade inside your
I'm
city.
a-
Yeah.
I have
I'm a
one
long
disclaimer.
time- I'm a long time
I
Jimmy
did say
fan,
Miami was
so.
gonna be a dark horse pick before during the play-in time.
Well, I mean, them niggas not going nowhere, but I
They're
mean, like,
versing the
it
Knicks,
was
I
still
don't know.
insane.
I'm gonna take the Knicks in that,
Yeah,
but
me too. But
We
it
shall
was still
see.
like an insane. I mean, if Jimmy goes and averages 50, then who knows? But
No one's ever done damn 50.
They're not gonna let it.
it's
The
gonna start
Bucks-
clotheslining.
no.
It's gonna be the bad boy. They're gonna start clotheslining.
No.
niggas.
That's what I'm saying. The Bucks are the only team dumb enough to let Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler keep 1-on-1 after he has
The
40.
coach.
God,
The
Drew,
coach.
bro. That nigga Drew, like they should just take away his because I know he's gonna get like a defensive team this year. Just take it away. Like
No, it's not his fault, bro.
Three of them are
No,
gonna be on
it's
the
the
Nah,
coach's
but
fault,
okay, it's the
100%.
coach's fault
Crazy.
for sure. But it's like, I mean, I guess in the NBA technically, like no one can really guard people 1-on-1. But it's like,
Yeah, well, he was the
if you let
primary
Jimmy,
defender of
like,
the entire
you know what I mean?
series.
If you let Jimmy torch you for 50 million,
timeouts and everything.
off
too.
one
No,
on
but I'm
one,
saying like if the coach is not like, all right, he already got 43, like let's put like you didn't say that in a single
well,
timeout.
definitely.
I don't
Put Giannis
understand.
on him. It'll
But,
give him
like,
someone else to
if I
score
seen
on.
the percentage, I seen a tweet. You seen the one about like Jimmy's percentages against every single defender?
Yeah.
No, I
He
did
shot
not see
over
that.
50%
Yeah.
on every single defender, and
Yeah,
some of them were
it's
like
ridiculous.
like Giannis, he
Crazy.
shot like 80%
Yeah,
on him.
yeah.
But on Drew, like,
like
the
56 or
primary, he
something
shot
like
like I think 46
No,
shots,
56.
56 shots, right?
Oh, 56%.
Oh no, but he shot like a million shots, but he was
yeah.
cooking. You know what I mean? On how you finish, he just cooked them. Like
That's ridiculous.
Hey,
Like,
you,
you
have to
gotta-
switch at
He
that
made
point.
mistakes
You have
with
to-
it.
yeah,
Without
or
calling timeouts, the 56 game, and then once Jimmy scored the push off lob, he didn't call a timeout either with 0.5 seconds left.
You know what's
Yeah,
funny
like,
about that push off? The NBA like did a review and they
and
said
yeah.
Jimmy should have been fouled. Like
Yeah.
they should have won
Yeah.
earlier.
They
Sometimes-
said Pat Connaughton held his
Yeah,
arm.
I saw
Like,
it.
Some of these reviews just give me like brain damage, bro.
And the fucking
Like,
Bucks
just
shot
give me
46
brain
free
It was
throws.
46-12.
Yeah,
Like, it
and they
was
still
ridiculous.
lost the
But they were
game,
doing,
bro.
they were doing hack of Giannis.
Oh,
I'm still
man.
at work putting in every single call for the Bucks to win that game. Didn't happen.
I don't know, like when Jimmy hits the playoffs, it's a different story. It's been consistent for like that for years.
Different
Did
niggas.
you see what he said?
Yeah,
Did you
it's
see
been
what he
four-
said? He said
four years,
there's no such thing as playoff Jimmy. I just be
Yeah.
hooping.
Let me tell you a stat
He's
in the
lying.
playoffs.
He's just
right
lying.
Yeah.
Sir, do you know
That's
the
just
facts?
not true.
Do you know the points per game increase that you
He's
gained?
averaging
He
the first round. He averaged 37.6, so 38, 6 and 5.
Just all time.
No, this
This
is the
first round. This
Okay.
first round.
Oh
man.
yeah, I mean yeah, that makes sense.
The season.
I had to ask you all the
23?
time. That's how
Okay.
fucking
23
nice
points per
he is.
In this season, he averaged
Nigga be
20,
Jordan for real.
23, 2 steals, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists.
Yeah,
You just turned it
14-point
Those are good
increase,
stats.
dude.
He turned it
Yeah.
up.
14-point increase.
It's all I've always been doing this.
No, he didn't even get the All-Star team this year.
But you gotta check his last year playoffs,
Just
like
regular.
Yeah,
when he
you
went
see
all the way
that.
to the Celtics. I want to see what points per game was like 30, 32 or something.
27, 4, and 7 last
That's
year.
still a superstar. Like
Yeah, that's
All of the playoffs.
in the playoffs, it's super.
still
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, all of the playoffs.
For all
was
playoffs,
27.
yeah.
27
And he went to the
yards.
Western Conference. That's 3 rounds.
Eastern Conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eastern Conference. My bad.
And I mean, it came down to one shot too that he
Yeah.
just stupidly
Miami?
took,
Oh,
but
so since Celtics, yeah.
against the Celtics, he just took
Yeah, I mean,
Hey man,
the Heat don't got it. I don't think the Heat got it to
Yeah,
take
like,
the Knicks down.
First of all, like with Tom Thibodeau, like something he will do like Mike Budenholzer wouldn't do is like if
Call a
Jimmy's about to-
timeout.
We can call a timeout, but Jimmy's about to hit like 50.
Timeouts.
He's gonna send Deuce McBride out and like just dive
Deuce
at his ankles, bro.
McBride.
He'll
The
dive at
fuck
his
is that?
Exactly.
He'll send McBride in.
Exactly.
That's what. He'll send McBride in, dive at Jimmy's ankles,
Straight
take him
spear
out, put
Yeah,
Brunson
he
back
pulled
in.
it. But the bad thing about that is that people show up at MSG too, depending on who it is. Like,
Why is that
everyone wants
bad?
to play in New York. for the
Nah, I
Knicks.
mean not for
Oh.
Donovan, bro.
I thought you were like Darius and Donovan or something.
He folded.
Yeah,
Do you
Darius
think he
and
got
Donovan.
enough in the tank, dude? Like
Too bright.
He's definitely feeling the fatigue. I know he does.
the Heat are putting Hayward Highsmith in
No,
playoff
Jimmy.
games. Like
Oh, yeah.
you think he's gonna
In the bubble, he
contribute?
had enough in the tank.
Oh,
Last year, he had
that
enough in
one
the
that
tank.
one meme with Jimmy is
There was no
hilarious.
travel in the bubble, so they just like it
Yeah.
you know,
They
more
go-
rest.
wake up
Yeah,
and
it's just chill.
It's
Yeah.
like a 3-day
Last year, yeah.
rest between games 2 and 3, though.
Why do you think he plays so
The
well?
Knicks do,
in
the Knicks and-
playoffs?
Knicks Heat, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why do you think he plays so well in the
I
playoffs?
feel like personally, I feel like he knows that.
Because he just doesn't care about the regular.
The thing is, if you
Like,
don't care about
simple as
regular
that.
season and you're cruising, like he was almost in a position where he almost didn't make the playoffs, right? So I get that, but he knows once he's in, he just turns on the gauge and he's like, all right,
Playoff
we gotta
mode.
win.
You know what I'm saying? No, he's been doing this since the last like couple months of the season.
No,
Like,
he's talking about
you know?
season like, yeah.
You know what I
The
mean? Like,
second half of the
yeah.
season, he was turning
That's
up.
because they
Like,
absolutely needed to make it to the
That's
playoffs
what-
He's
first.
basically
That's what
in
I'm saying.
playoff
He did
mode.
it
Like,
early. He's
because
like,
they
all
started
right,
off
we gotta
like
get
pretty
there.
mid. They started off
Because they
like,
almost didn't even make the playoffs.
So where
he
does
turned off
he,
playoff intensity. Playoff intensity.
Okay, where does he rank Miami Heat all time?
The fuck?
For the all-time Miami Heat players. So this is
I
Jimmy.
mean, he
I'd
can't be
say-
higher than
I'd say
than
top
3.
5. I'll
He's
say
not
Yeah,
like
like
three.
5.
Exactly.
He hasn't
If
won a
anything.
championship, so he
Yeah.
got to be 3 at
He's only been to a
most.
final.
I might put him above Bosh just because Bosh was like. Okay,
Oh yeah, but it's
whatever,
people
you
like
know,
Alonzo Mourning and stuff
Yeah,
in the
that's-
90s. Really, like,
Yeah.
That's what I say,
He's,
there's
he's
Lonzo,
contributed a lot to
there's
that team, bro. Like,
Bron,
without winning a
Wade.
chip, either way.
I'm not putting Shaq up there. You know what I mean?
No.
No.
no, but
He got a
I'll
ring
do
though,
Shaq.
but
Shaq won a ring.
I feel like there's probably
He's done
people
so
who will
much for
forget
the-
He
it.
was there for like
team.
2-3 years or
He's there,
something.
yeah, he's there for a couple years.
I'll take Jimmy over
Do you
him.
think he'd be
I'm taking
he's a Hall of
Jimmy.
Famer?
I guess 4.
Oh,
You think Jimmy Butler's a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
Let me check his resume,
He's not
but
done
I
yet.
think
He's
so.
got like another
Reggie
4
Miller's a
years.
Hall of Famer.
He's older now.
That's what I'm saying. I told Hudson Yao Ming is my Hall of Fame benchmark. Yao Ming didn't do anything but make All-Star teams.
No, but he's really good though.
What is he?
Yeah, but like
33?
they always
Is
got
Jimmy
they always got
33?
first rounded in the playoffs, bro.
Something like that.
I got it for you.
He's still younger than
The
a lot
thing
of people.
about Yao Ming is like he was gonna be even nicer, but injuries just
Yeah.
derailed his
Yep.
career.
Yeah,
He would have been like a
76 or
12-time
something.
All-Star.
And he still became a Hall of Famer.
7'3" or something, right?
I don't know. Right now, Jimmy Butler's a top 3 player in the world.
Right now, yeah.
Okay, but he doesn't have an
Playoffs, yeah.
MVP.
He's
You know,
still
like,
right now,
It's
so
hilarious.
Apparently in the
but you think
playoffs.
he's not gonna win one.
No,
If he
he
doesn't
never-
play like
never.
this in the regular season, he won't win.
No,
one.
never.
I
played
mean, he
like
definitely will be a Hall of Famer. 6-time
that.
All-Star, 4-time All-NBA, 5-time All-Defense, Most Improved Player.
Wait, them niggas, he took them dredge out,
I
right?
feel like he needs either an MVP or a chip.
He
That's
He's
it.
just trolling for the freaking NBA Media Day picture, so that'll be his
Yeah.
picture.
Oh,
Because
for
he
real?
doesn't have any scoring
Yeah.
titles.
Yeah,
He
so
doesn't have
when
an
they
MVP.
do-
He doesn't have the finals yet. Like a
You,
chip.
you don't need to get all those things to be in a Hall of Fame, bro. Like
Really don't.
Manu Ginobili's in a Hall of Fame.
But he
Yeah,
was
but
like
I
a
might say,
dynasty.
okay.
He's a
Yeah,
multi-toxic
yeah.
man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a bad- That's a bad example,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he doesn't have any of the shit you said. Is
That's
all
all
I'm saying.
Yao
Like,
Ming is my
True,
benchmark.
Like Ben Wallace.
But he has the rings,
Ben Wallace
the
has
rings.
All the
dynasty.
DPOYs, a ring too.
Like Tracy McGrady's in the Hall of Fame too. What does he
yeah,
want?
and Tracy McGrady's in the Hall.
I
of
forgot
Fame.
Yeah,
about
but
that.
they have
Tracy-
scoring titles.
Yeah.
Doesn't Tracy have
Yeah,
scoring
he does.
title?
You would
Yeah.
say Tracy's better than Jimmy though, right?
Overall career. I mean, what is it?
Yeah.
I mean, he'll obviously have more All Stars and more All NBA.
Has Tracy been to the finals?
No.
No.
So
The Rockets team
He
always got
has,
first
but not
rounded
as
though.
an
Like,
active player.
not as him, not as the
He
main.
was literally
him.
riding the bench with the Spurs when he made
No, I
it.
don't count that shit. Get the fuck
They
Nah,
lost
that
too.
counts. Oh, never mind.
yeah, but like back with the Heat, like I'm just looking at the roster outside of Jimmy.
Team-up.
Like,
Oh, well, they don't have nobody, but
like Bam is like I don't trust Bam for
Chris
anything.
Bosh made the Hall of Fame. If you put
That's fine.
if you
He's a
put
champion,
Jimmy over Chris Bosh, then
Chris
he's
Bosh
got to
is
make the
an
Hall
All
of Fame.
Star, is a champion.
yeah, I think Jimmy will.
Jimmy will make it. I
No,
don't
but
think there's
see,
any.
Chris,
many
you would
arguments
rather
that says
have
not.
Toronto Chris Bosh than Jimmy, would you?
Toronto Chris Bosh isn't.
Toronto
No, I'm
Chris
crazy.
Bosh is the main man.
Because he was really good at regular season. Because you have to account for regular season. Like playoffs is its own individual stat.
Yeah, this is. let me
I don't
see
say
this.
there's any reason to discredit him for making it anyway.
Chris Webber.
Yeah, if Chris Webber's in the Hall of Fame. What's
He was really good. Let's say he's
5-time All-Star, 5-time All-NBA. He has no All-Defense. Well, Jimmy has 4 of them or 5 of them.
Okay.
Like
so
to
that
get
was
to get in, you just have to be like a recognizable name. To be honest,
But then you only have what 3 inductees a year?
no, it's like 5.
It's like 5.
5 inductees, really.
And
Who
then
made it
there's,
this
like,
year?
coaches.
Powell.
And even if
Powell,
you don't make it
Dirk,
that year, you can
Swain.
just make it the next year.
Is
We
that
talked
Powell,
about
Dirk,
this on the
Dwayne, yeah.
pod.
And
That's
there's
what
2
I'm
more.
talking
There's like 2 more people.
I don't know. We're talking about Hall of Fame stuff right now.
Because you want to see if Jimmy's a Hall of Famer.
But,
I mean, it has nothing to
Reason
do with
P5
right now.
going crazy right now.
All right, so
Let's
now we.
not talk about it.
But Jimmy went crazy, but we gotta talk about the crumble. Crumble of them bum ass Bucks.
Crumble cookies? No.
Because that's crazy. Losing as a 1
Dude,
seed, like, and I mean, I respect what he said in the media shit, you know, about like the
Yeah.
it not being a failure. And I agree, but it's also like you gotta at least be like, I'm disappointed though, like, or
Yeah,
something.
like,
you
it's
know what I mean? Like,
unfortunate. Really.
yeah, like
Do
say
you think
something.
it's
I don't like how he
failure
just
season?
he just left it
That's
there.
what Charles Barkley said.
You
He
think
said
it's
it's not.
failure?
It's a failure. He said it's not a failure. He said it is disappointing though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's what Charles
saying.
said.
Like,
I think the seed.
But I just wanted what-
It's not a failure. I think
Yeah.
that moment in the playoffs is a failure. You're
Yeah,
the
like-
number 1
yeah.
seed and you lose.
You're-
The season, like, dude, you were number 1. You had the most wins.
winning
Like,
one,
in the playoffs,
imagine
you crumbled as fuck. You're right.
when is the like it's one thing for the because I know it's what the 5th time,
6.
6th time,
Yeah.
but it's like how many 1 seeds have only won 1 game? You know, like one or less.
Yeah.
Like that's probably like
It's actually crazy how
Of
that,
those
just,
6
that
people,
shows
of
you
those
how
6
good the
won-
team was like without Giannis. Like a championship team, most of the time they can probably like fight back without their best
Yeah.
player, but they looked embarrassed. Like Drew can't be the number 1 on offense, Middleton can't be the number 1 on offense.
That's
Like,
not fair to say because Giannis is actually the best player in the world. How many
Yeah.
replacements can you have for the best
No, but,
player
like,
in the
okay,
world?
like,
Championship team?
take
Tell them
out
to win a
the
series.
top player on like all the people in the playoffs
They
right
won't
now.
win.
They can probably win 1 or 2 games.
Who?
Just
Take
think-
off
okay.
Steph from the Warriors, they'll get swept.
Okay,
The,
well, that's
the
different.
Grizzlies literally won a game without John
The
Morant.
Warriors
It
without
is-
Steph are just like a bad team.
Okay, but Grizzlies already have a track
Grizzlies-
record of already
yeah,
being
like,
good without
That
Steph.
is true.
Yeah,
They
but like
beat the Warriors by
they
40
do.
last
the
year.
Lakers. If
lose
AD
LeBron
or
or AD,
if AD or LeBron,
they're
No,
done.
not AD. Not
Not
AD.
AD.
LeBron maybe. LeBron maybe.
LeBron's
AD
out,
no
they
fucking
can
shot.
make 1 game.
They're done.
They can win 1 or 2 games. But
The only argument you have for that is probably like Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, but they were still almost.
Nah,
flawed.
But they're on the same team, so it
But
doesn't.
even then, my
No, I'm
argument,
saying his
Yeah.
argument of taking off one
Yeah.
star and you'll
but
still
my
have
argument
to
basis though was like this is the number 1 team in the league though. This is like they have the most
This
wins
is
out
the
of every
top,
time.
at least top 3 player in the league.
Yeah, but I'm saying like this is a championship team. They're supposed to have championship aspirations. Like you should be able to handle yourself like at least a little bit without your best player.
Okay, but that next man up mentality doesn't work with Giannis Antetokounmpo, bro. Like,
I mean, like
It's not just about him. They still like The
Yeah.
team is good
They
enough
had
to
him too.
stay
Even
competitive.
then, this is a Heat team.
They
That's the
won.
eighth
They
seed.
literally blew them out the second game. They didn't have Giannis.
I think it was just.
home.
I think it
So
was
I'm
just
saying they're capable.
defensive problems, dude. Because Chris was giving you 30s, and they
It's
were.
not that. It's the
It's
rest of the
coaching.
fucking
It's
players.
It's coaching and like
Coaching too,
yeah.
You traded for Jay Crowder. That dude's
that
like
goes to
great
the
ball.
defense.
He
He
didn't
coaching,
play.
defensive
How did
coaching.
Bobby Portis play too? I didn't really see him in that series.
He was good. He was good.
He was like the 6th man of the year finalist.
It was
too.
Pat Connaughton did nothing.
nigga
Jay
sucks.
Crowder, you traded for him
Grayson
for no
Allen
reason.
doing
Yeah,
dribble
he
moves.
was-
Grayson Allen's a school shooter.
Grayson Allen doing
It's the
dribble
role
moves.
players,
Back
bro.
Before he got traded, I was like, he's a bum.
It's the role players. Like they're not as good as people think.
But
I
even
think.
then, like, look
Nigga
at
did
Heat
the wrong
role players.
animation.
The Heat role players are literally like 50-year-old Kevin Love and like G Leaguers, and they still
Okay,
whooped
Kevin Love
him.
is good though, man. Like he'll be good on.
He had a
everything.
really good game, didn't he, recently?
He was like 15 and 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like to your point of Max Strus and like Gabe Vincent being. I think it's more prepared in coaching wise too. Like Eric Spoelstra's a better coach.
Oh yeah,
Eric
he
Spoelstra-
got out coached.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah,
Mike
like, that
Budenholzer
nigga
got
They're,
out
like,
coached.
ready for
Even-
the moment, just like the Knicks.
They're
They
a
got
really
out
good.
coached and
They're a
outplayed.
really good 3-point shooting team too. I was saying like they shot 45% from the 3-point line in that series. That is coming down.
Didn't Duncan even pull up on the percentage
Yeah.
he was helping out?
He did. He was
Duncan
fucking
Robinson is
playing
hooping
well.
against you, bro. Something's wrong.
Duncan came to play.
When
You
we're gonna
remembered
talk
how to
about
play
these
basketball.
freaking role players asking out and not doing good when they ask out.
Who?
Jay Crowder.
He's just an idiot. Like we
There's
don't.
another player. One of them didn't get what's his name? Kirk Moss. He asked out, but that never happened.
Yeah, like
Niang.
you're not good enough to
Niang?
be
No,
requesting
Niang
a
didn't
trade.
ask.
Like
Yeah, you're not good enough to request a trade.
Nigga asked
yeah.
out
Didn't-
from
didn't
76ers.
Niang request
Gorgie-
it?
Gorgie
He did.
Niang.
Niang requested a
Not
trade.
Niang. It was
It was
Furkan.
Furkan.
Front office is probably
It was
busted out
Furkan.
laughing.
Furkan
Nothing
Korkmaz.
happened.
So the front office probably just busted out laughing.
There's another player.
Laughing at that nigga face.
So you'll be on the streets tomorrow if you don't
Yeah,
get
like,
your ass in the
Like,
gym.
You need,
Like,
like, you need a points per game
Who
like
else? There's
cap
another
right there, like before you can start asking for anything.
Oh, God, send that
Yeah.
nigga, send that
At
nigga
least
back
10
to his
points.
home.
Eastern or Western?
Oh God, 10 points.
Thomas Bryant though, that's a good
Oh,
one.
there you go. That's what
That's
Bryant,
that's what I was
Thomas
thinking
Bryant.
about. You were thinking about it?
Yeah, Thomas Bryant too. Asking out, not getting.
Oh
the
yeah.
max. And then wanting like long-term contracts.
So like you're not
It's not
him.
gonna work. You're
And
gonna have to
now
like
he
learn
don't
how
want-
the team works in the season. You're not gonna just be implemented into the lineup and start doing good. You know.
Well, he carried his team to the 1 seed now.
Thomas Bryant sitting on the bench with all that hype. Hype
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
Without him, they would not be there.
It's like 20 clapped hands a game, like,
Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
15 waters.
like yeah, it's going in.
15 waters given.
These are the intangibles.
200 let's goes.
Yeah.
These are the intangibles for
You don't count these,
teams.
but they matter.
They do matter to every single team.
Yeah.
They need one.
Shoot.
Nah,
Theo
man.
Pinson effect.
Seems like betting on yourself in the NBA and asking out is not helping you unless you're
I
a
mean, if
star.
you're- if
Yeah, if you're,
If you're him, Thomas
Yeah.
Bryant was never him to begin
Yeah,
with.
you can't. You're
I guess
not
if you're
that
him, you'll
good.
never bet on yourself.
Yeah, you will.
Take it like Isaiah
Yeah,
Thomas. Take it like Isaiah. He was him back then. He
Did
should.
Jalen
He
Brunson not
deserved
do
it.
that?
Yeah, Jalen did.
He did. He
Yeah.
did bet on himself.
No,
He-
but they said he would have took the Mavericks contract. If
Yeah,
they
the
offered
Mavericks
it.
just lowballed the hell out of
no,
him.
they lowballed him.
They said, no, you don't deserve
Gabe,
it.
I remember you said something about them
Before
offering
the-
3-year.
Before that season started, they had offered him a 3 or 50 million.
And he denied
But
it?
that's before the season. Yeah, he denied that one.
You wanted more.
He wanted more. They
That's
said
betting
no.
on yourself.
They said in
By
the next
definition.
coming year he's gonna be a free agent, and then I want more money, and then it worked because he balled the
'Cause
fuck
he,
out.
yeah, he balled out that.
He-
I wouldn't say
He fucking beat Mitchell again. He beat Mitchell a year ago.
Yeah.
Fred
betting
VanVleet
on
did
yourself.
that the first time,
I
too.
wouldn't say it's betting on yourself because he was on his contract year and he just balled out and earned that contract.
No, but he could have signed
coulda
right there,
took the
guaranteed
50.
money.
Like, what if he
The
tore his
50
ACL that
million?
year?
was
Then he
kinda
would have got
lowball,
less
like you
money.
said.
That's
Yeah.
right. So he bet
But
on
not-
himself.
nah, I
He
mean,
betting
yeah,
on yourself.
He refused
Nah,
the contract.
That aspect.
I'm not gonna say because keeping it in a stack, it wasn't really a low ball. Like it's a low ball for him and his skill, like how he feels about himself. But like back then, like that was before the last season. So
Yeah, we
no
didn't
one
know
knew
he
that
was
you
about
know
to
what I
go.
mean. Like
Before the playoff
they
games.
offered him a 50 million. Like most people in his position, because he was just getting like regular minutes and shit. Like,
They didn't see the vision though. That's
Yeah,
on them.
but he knew. He
I
bet on
lucky
himself.
remember,
He was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"I'm
so
gonna
you
take
could
more than
say
50."
that.
Jalen
Yeah,
Brunson
so-
2 years ago was like, no, I just remember being the dude with the big hair, the backup. On the
Yeah,
Mavs.
like he was just a nigga on the map. Like
And now he's like one of the best players in the league.
You
Like,
could say
He
he's
is.
undervalued right now or contract wise.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not even
What's his new contract?
It's
almost
decreasing.
Yeah,
3 year,
it-
90 mil.
It's 4 years. It's,
Oh,
it's
4
like
years,
it's right,
90
it's
mil?
right below max, but it's not like it's not a. It's
But
like,
it-
I think
it
it's
gets
barely
lower
100
every year.
Like,
That's the
RJ
crazy
Barrett makes
part.
more than him. I'm pretty sure.
That's
That's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah, but he
It's a scam.
is
right
Jordan
there.
Poole makes
to
more
be
than
honest
him,
for his
too.
production.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
scammed the league.
For his production, he is getting lowballed, but he'll.
Yeah,
he'll
that's
work
why he
that
bet
out
on. He
in
bet
there.
on himself. He thought he was worth more.
He is worth. I mean, he's worth even more than he
Showed
thought.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so that was good. I'm happy. I think in the end it's gonna be Knicks in 6 games. I think Randall definitely plays, and just like Randall, that's
Indiana?
Oh, yeah, well, he did
What?
get
Did you
hurt.
say Indiana?
Knicks in 6 games is what I said. I
Yeah.
think like Kevin Love on Julius Randle Randall's barbecue chicken. Like it's like his
They're gonna
lip.
put Bam on him. There's just no way.
And then he's just gonna feed.
Mitch.
He's just gonna feed
Zeller?
Mitchell Robinson in the paint. Like
Yeah. and
Well,
that's
Mitch
offensive
Mitch
rebound
doesn't
city.
get plays run
pick
for
and
him.
rolls or alley oops is
Offensive
what I'm saying.
rebounds,
Like
so
he's
that's
not
like-
gonna-
The lobs.
Yeah,
8
lobs-
points off lobs.
Lobs is what I'm saying. He's not gonna like post
Traditional
moves or
paint.
anything.
It's not even
like
that. It's the offensive rebounds. Like you have to have somebody boxing them out. Kevin Love's not going to be. I mean, Kevin Love's more physical.
Mitchell
than
feast.
so.
Mitch was gonna feast.
They
He was
rebound.
feasting, and now imagine
No, the Heat rebound as a team, and they're more like aggressive with it than, especially comparing them to the Cavaliers. Those fools did not want the ball. Like,
Josh
Yeah,
Hart.
as a
Josh
team
Hart had
for-
12 rebounds last game.
Yeah, that's what he do.
12.
five
I love
offensive,
me some
five
Josh Hart.
offensive,
It's
four
ridiculous.
but
Like,
they got
don't
some
box him out.
rebounding dogs, even though they're kind of undersized. Kevin Love still give you some boards. You know, Bam
It's
give you
effort.
boards.
Rebounding
Kyle
is
Lowry, big ass booty, get boxed out. You know, Jimmy's get aggressive on the board. So they have some guys that undersized, but they'll get you some rebounds.
Oh, man, I can't
Let's
wait
see if
till
we
like
get serious.
the bench
See,
comes
yeah.
in for the Heat and the bench comes in
Oh
for the
yeah,
Knicks. That's Quickly, that's Toppin, that's Hart,
Barbecue.
like even Grimes, like
Brunson,
I got-
I can't wait till Kyle Lowry back.
like Hartenstein on Tyler
wait
Zeller
till
or
he
whatever,
busts me
Cody
out.
Zeller,
Cody
like
Hardenstein. I have the
Zeller's
same
not
as-
even gonna play. I don't think. I don't even think he
who's the
played.
backup center? Freaking
Cody
Myers Leonard,
Zeller.
I don't know.
Zeller's gonna play. He's the backup.
Fuck, I
Right?
don't know.
Yeah, because Love got fouled out, right? And then Zeller came in. I'm pretty sure in that game.
Bald ass nigga.
It is
So,
Cody.
No, I'm just joking.
It is.
But I don't
It
know.
is Cody
He
Zeller.
doesn't just. He just doesn't play a lot. Like
Oh,
one of the
I've seen- I
games
like
against
the Heat
the
depth
Bucks, he
chart.
didn't play at all. He had a
Saying
DNP.
you
He's
said-
out, he's out the rotation. He's only gonna play if Kevin Love gets in like foul
Some
trouble.
other dude, I forgot. Some black dude, I forgot his name though.
some boy.
Orlando,
say Knicks in
whatever.
six?
Orlando
I'd say
Robinson.
6 games, yeah.
I agree with Hussein. Knicks in 6, baby.
Why?
Knicks in 6.
The Knickerbockers?
Hold on.
He doesn't know. He doesn't.
His loading, deloading.
What?
Deloaded.
like damn.
Explain that to me.
AOL startup sound right now.
I mean, Jimmy's gonna have to work real hard again. I mean, but if Randall does come
Again?
to
What you
play-
mean again?
He worked hard the first round, did he?
No, he didn't. Them motherfuckers left in 1-on-1.
But he was still
56
working. Like
is crazy,
you can't
bro.
you can't average 38 and his name is like
Yeah.
you can't say averaging 30 was light work, Bez. Come on.
But the way they were defending,
Averaging at like a 60% field goal. Come on.
I mean,
I'll say-
I know what Bez is saying.
like they didn't make him work as hard as he needed to.
As on an NBA team, like every superstar, if you guard them 1-on-1, they're gonna obliterate
Yeah,
you.
like
you
you
know,
have to
like,
you have to trap
That's
him.
38. Then who's not? Why aren't people doing
like you see what D Book and KD are doing to niggas because they can't
They're
double.
literally
each-
the best.
They're
at
the
what
two
they
best
do.
I know,
offensive
but I'm
players in
saying,
the world almost.
but I'm saying they can't double both of them. So that's why they keep eating because every time they double one, another nigga's gonna hit it. Like
We'll
you
see
can't
in the
guard
Knicks
them
because the
single.
Knicks will have a better
Okay,
defensive
I'll
strategy.
just
Okay, but
right here.
like a player like Kevin Durant, you'll never see him drop 56 because of the way he plays
Oh,
the
he just
game.
don't care like that.
But he's the better offensive player than Jimmy. That's
Yeah.
what we're saying. He's easily.
Yeah, but I'm just it's
Anyway,
still,
you put
like-
it, 56 isn't easy.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course
it's not. No, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm
Or
just saying.
37.
Averaging 37, 38 is not easy.
But I'm saying if they're not throwing like in the NBA, if they're not throwing double teams at you, it's like
We
come
still
on.
have the best guard defender. We'd say is Drew Holiday, right?
Which he got cooked.
But at the end,
respectfully.
like just in
You
this
know,
era,
one-on-one.
like
But
I'm
it don't
saying-
matter how good you are. Like if you up the other dudes up to 40 points, like you gotta change.
Yeah, but
something.
like, dude, you saw what Jimmy was making. This nigga was doing step back
No, yeah,
threes,
he was,
bro.
he
Like,
was.
That's
come on, man.
unrealistic. Jimmy
Play
Butler
some
hit
D,
step
nigga.
back, sidestep threes.
20 in
No,
one
he's
quarter, 20 in
unrealistic.
another.
He
Like,
doesn't do that.
That's not the
His
issue.
game.
He's not a
That
three-point
is not
shooter
his
like
game.
But that's not the
To
issue.
add a sidestep to threes is ridiculous.
No,
What
that's
did
not
he
the issue.
shoot?
The issue is not that the 56 points that he got in game. What was it?
That was good.
4.
That was good.
It was the fact that he got another 40 in game
Yeah,
5. Like
like-
they didn't do anything.
Okay, I
They
see
didn't
your
see him
point
get
there.
56
Game
and like,
plan.
okay, let's throw a different look at him. Let's start Giannis off on him.
God,
They just
they
said
gave-
we're just gonna try again. Let's see if he can. And he did. And he
They
did the
gave
same
Vincent
exact
50
thing.
or something.
Yeah,
He
I
was
just
like-
got the current rotation right now for Heat. So starters are Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, Kevin Love, Bam Adebayo. The bench, good. All right. The
Three
bench
players out there.
is Kyle Lowry, Duncan Robinson, Caleb Martin, Hayward Highsmith, and Cody Zeller. That's their
Real
bench.
hoopers.
So I will say I'll
Martin
give
is
them the
good.
fact
He
that
did 4.
I'm afraid of Gabe Vincent and Max Strus like just tearing it up from 3 because like the Heat are a very good 3-point shooting team and the Knicks have some pretty like sketchy 3-point defense, so that could happen. But like other than that, I'm not really
You
afraid.
kind of be worried about Caleb Martin. He was making some big plays for them in the
He
Bucks
was
series.
too, yeah.
I don't want to say you should be afraid of him, but he does
It's
like
just
the
like
little stuff.
The threes,
Spark
because
plug.
like
Spark plug.
it's gonna be hard to out hustle the Knicks. Like it's actually like they're not just gonna.
hard to
the
hustle
Heat-
Miami too.
Yeah, the Heat.
That's
That's why
why-
I'm excited for the
Knicks are
matchup.
pretty-
It's
Yeah.
gonna be a fight. I'll
I'm
say
excited
that.
for the matchup.
That's
bro.
why I say
Someone's gonna
6
die,
That's why I
like-
say 6 games. I'm
Someone
not
might
saying that.
die.
I'm not saying they're getting swept. I'm not saying like 5 games just they win 1. I'm saying 6. Like it's gonna be a hard battle.
I got Knicks in 6 too.
I'll go with that. I mean, I think the Knicks are gonna win. I don't know if it's gonna be. I could see it going 5 because I could see the Heat running out of gas. To be honest, because they really put everything, especially Jimmy, into winning this first round series, and it could kind of be like a, what do you call it? Like a euphoric moment where they they obviously want to make it to the championship, but they already accomplished so much by upsetting the Bucks that they could kind of slow down a little bit.
This is a team that barely made the playoffs. Like,
Yeah.
if actually looking at the actual squad, and that was with Tyler Hero healthy and Victor Oladipo healthy. Those guys are
But
out.
to that advantage too, they've been in killer instincts since the play-in. Like they've been winning mode. Or
They have to keep
They,
that up.
they gotta be out. They'll be out of gas
If they
soon. Is what I'm
if they
saying.
let that go a little bit, it's gonna show. The Knicks are gonna fully destroy.
Let's
them.
put into perspective too. When they lost that game to the Hawks in the play-in, everyone was like, "Oh, they're done. They're cooked. They're gonna get ran in for." So shit can change within a week.
Even then, like
Even was missing
there's
layups.
the times where the Bucks had the lead and they should have won the game.
Mm-hmm.
They gave up the lead in the fourth quarter so many
They had
times.
16 in the fourth
They
yesterday.
were like a 14 or 15
Yeah, if they're
average.
better
16.
coach teams, they keep those leads and
It's
they
Coach
and
Bud
they go
bringing
move on
up
to
the
the
whole
next
stuff.
round. So I'm saying Tom Thibodeau will call a timeout as soon as a run happens, and he'll actually have defensive schemes for Jimmy Butler and
That's
the rest
where
of
he
the
learned
team.
that shit from,
Imagine,
bro.
imagine losing 2 elimination games. Like, imagine losing those, not 2 elimination games, but imagine losing those games. Like, they went into the fourth, both games having double-digit leads and lost.
Yeah, like they in the fourth quarter they only had 2 field goals.
Coaching.
That's all on coaching right there,
That's
man.
insane.
You
Like,
can't
no,
even put
no
that on
offensive
players.
schemes at all. Give it to Giannis, and then they just think of something. Giannis throws it up, he misses, and
One
then
move.
he come back.
See that shit I said? Like,
No skill.
yeah, this got one move.
Run and dunk, and that's it. If run and dunk don't work, they get first rounded. That's what happened.
Nah, I mean, I'm not gonna hate on him that much.
I won't
but
hate on him
Yeah.
either because Giannis was
Giannis,
actually
yeah,
hurt.
He's a generational player.
What do you mean?
But, like,
So if we take away that chip, what are you talking about now?
Huh?
If we take
Why
away
you
the
take-
2020 chip.
Why are you
Why
taking
would
away?
they-
Why would we take away a chip?
Just two back into
What
the
the
I know, like,
Yeah.
it's
All right, let
like,
me explain why.
trying to do like a
You guys
legacy
always
hit.
do. I say something
I-
like,
I'm-
outrageous to you guys, and you won't let me.
You acknowledge it's outrageous.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
guys,
Let me
You
explain.
start out with the
He
outrageous.
was trying to explain something.
Yeah, like 20 when the Nets went down, Kyrie went down. He actually said on Twitter, if he never went down, they thought they're gonna win a chip. Harden's hamstring got hurt, and if KD had a shoe size smaller, they win that series.
Yeah.
So if Giannis doesn't win that championship, what are we gonna say about Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Yeah, but Brooke would have a
If
championship.
I was 6'10", I'd be dunking. So
I mean, he's still like Giannis is still like
He'd be
a
an
back-to-back
MVP, a two-time
MVP,
MVP.
two-time
Still him,
DPOY.
though.
Like,
We'd be having the same conversation.
Curry
As
should have. Curry should have no
Jokic.
chips. There.
He'd be a Jokic. He'd be an Embiid.
Curry should have 0 chips.
but
Why?
he's not. But he's
So
not.
That's what he wants.
But he's not.
yeah,
His
but
name
he
got
won.
hurt.
I'm just saying though, like,
I don't do
are
hypotheticals.
we not gonna have any conversation about him
No.
failing a lot of seasons?
No.
Say something that he might not
Nah.
accomplish. Don't take away something he's already done. That's like at least like he's already
I'm
did
just
that.
saying, like, we should take into perspective him losing to the freaking 8th seed.
Okay,
Oh,
him
of
losing
course.
to AC, but he has
That
the
doesn't
chip.
take
You
away
can't
his
take away his
chip,
chip.
No,
I'm not
but
taking away his chip. I'm just trying to.
I don't know
give
how you
another
could pin this
perspective
on
as to
Giannis.
why.
Like, okay, he deserves some blame, but motherfucker was not there for basically 3 games. He played 11 minutes in game 1, didn't play the next 2 games. He has
Played
one of
the
the
next
most inept coaches in the league that didn't make any adjustments, and he's not. Look,
And he played well. He had like 38.
he had a 30-point
Yeah.
triple-double in the game
Only fault
5.
for him
like,
is the
okay.
free throws, and that's it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying.
well, that's a fair criticism, but you
50%.
can't say, "Well, he would be." I don't know. We talk about him like he's like some, not elite, borderline Hall of Fame. Like you
I never
can't
said
say
that. When did I say he's not a Hall of Fame?
You
just
said
saying
we
you're
gotta have
putting
a
him in the same
conversation.
conversation as
Because
Jokic and
he's-
stuff. Like, it's not.
Huh? Because he would be in the same boat without a championship. I'm just
But
saying,
he
take
does
away
have-
the championship. What do we say about him
why.
as a
Why?
player?
But it's just why would we take the championship away?
Because of what I said about the Nets.
That's the
I'm
same
just
thing
saying,
with
like,
Kawhi Leonard.
Because we'll
Take
trash
away-
on
take away his rings.
The
we
Nets
trash
is gone.
hold on.
The Nets
Hold on.
franchise faded away into oblivion. We don't got to talk about them no
Okay,
more.
but like we'll trash on Kevin Durant for losing to the Celtics last year. Kevin Durant losing to
We
the
don't
other
trash
year.
on them for
People
losing to the
do.
Celtics. Why- They made
What
to
do you
the
mean you're getting
finals.
swept? The one who got swept?
Yeah, when he got swept, and then the
When he
year
by
when he
himself?
They
lost
should
to
have won one
Giannis.
game. Trey Young won 2 games.
All we were saying was they should have won one game. Though.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, you'll
No one's-
criticize. All I'm saying is you'll criticize other superstars differently than you'll criticize Giannis.
I think
Y'all
Con-
getting crucified right now by
Who?
Twitter.
Hey, let's keep it real. Let's
By
keep it
Twitter,
real.
man,
No,
like-
no. Let's keep it real because
Matters.
that year in the bubble where the Heat beat their ass, he was getting lit up.
Okay,
So
that's fair.
before he
was
had that
3 years
championship, no, but I'm saying like
Yeah, so
everybody
he was
who
on fraud
doesn't win a
watch.
ring,
And he
He
wasn't
was
a
on
criticized.
fraud watch that year.
Exactly,
That's why he came back. That's why he came back and won the
That's
chip.
exactly what happened.
What'd you say?
I said that's why he came back and won the chip. He was on fraud watch.
That's actually exactly the
It's actually
perfect
so
thing.
crazy that ring
Before he
saved
won the
Mike
chip,
Budenholzer's
he got
job.
destroyed
Too.
by
Oh,
the
God,
Heat. He shouldn't
dude.
have, but-
the whole wall thing,
All I'm
everyone's
saying
like
is
build a
we should,
wall. Yeah.
Hold him to a higher standard of being criticized for his.
I think
losing
so
to
too,
an
just
8th
because
seed.
how niggas be criticizing LeBron and shit like.
I mean, I
That
think
too.
Kendrick Perkins
Exactly.
brought up the point, like, if this was
Yeah.
LeBron James or this is Kevin Durant, they'd be crucified. If they lost to the Nets,
Exactly.
if they're the first seed.
Again, no, you got to
That's
keep it
true.
to.
That's
But if LeBron, let's say the Grizzlies beat the Lakers and LeBron missed 3 games, would you be as hard on him? It's all I'm
He's
asking.
38.
That's why my context matters.
If you-
That's the
if
thing.
you
We'd be
lose
harder
both
on
games,
Anthony
swing back,
Davis than,
maybe, but-
than LeBron. For
Yeah,
sure.
if this is like Miami Heat LeBron or something, that's
Yeah.
different. But
Even if he missed 3 games, he'd be just as
I
hard.
mean, that's what I'm saying with this series because the Bucks should have won the series.
If you're a first seed, yeah, because your team
We
should be
can't-
good enough.
We
When you're a
can't.
first seed, your team is good enough
Like,
to
I'll
win
give,
something
I'll,
without
I'll
you.
criticize Giannis, but like it wasn't his fault that like his tailbone like obliterated. Like
That's fair,
Yeah,
but I
that's
mean,
fair.
like he still dropped 36 and 17.
that's why he came to play even though he was hurt.
Like you could criticize him, but you can't be like, "Oh, this like destroys his legacy." I don't
No,
think
no,
that's
no,
fair.
He's not
I
on.
never
He's
said
not on.
that.
He's not really
I
on
just-
fraud watch.
The only
but-
reason I brought up the
I mean, those
chip
free throws
argument
are fraud
is to-
watch.
Yeah.
They're free to
Give him-
He was scared to shoot literally in crunch time. He was
I
literally scared to shoot
give
free throws.
players like this benefit of doubt. Like if next year he comes on some bullshit and like they don't, whatever,
They'll
something
probably
bad
be the first
happens
seed
But you
again
won't
next
give
season. It's
James
crazy.
Harden the benefit of the doubt against the Warriors.
because he doesn't have a
That nigga,
championship.
yeah, I was to say he's
That's not fair though.
he's
Because
came up short
Yes,
in
it
the
is.
playoffs multiple
there's
times.
a reason why he doesn't. I mean,
He's
that's
a,
not- that's not true, but-
he's an infamous.
He did
playoff
have a
choker.
chance, and his team is 27 straight threes. So
And
that's
he played the Warriors too with Kevin Durant. Who's beating that team?
They should have won.
you
Yeah,
make
man.
one out of
They
27
should've-
threes.
yeah,
you,
they
you
should've
go
won.
to the
The fact
finals,
that he was
and you
even-
beat the Raptors
Yeah, the fact that he
100%.
was even competing with that team was ridiculous because they went on to the finals and beat the freaking Cavs in 5.
Hey, this Heat team just
Both
went to the
years.
Eastern Conference
Cavs, I
Finals.
mean-
It's not like they some put. You know what I mean? Like you could say this about any argument.
I'm
It's
just
just
saying, like, if we're gonna hold
so many
other stars
hypotheticals.
accountable for certain actions and the way that they play, we should hold Giannis accountable too.
It
Going
cha-
50% at the free throw line is ridiculous.
no, that's for sure. That's valid. But at the same time, when you actually finally get that one ring, like the argument changes a little bit. You get a little more respect
You
to your
got
name.
leeway. You
Yeah.
have leeway.
Okay.
Especially with Dirk too.
I
and
think
the same
it's
thing
a
with
different-
Dirk.
That's why Jokic and Embiid always have this talk around them that they're not winners because Giannis is a winner. We can say that. We can
think
give
it's
him the
different.
leeway, the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, but we have people like Kevin Durant and LeBron who've won multiple rings. I think he should be held at that standard, and they get criticized way more heavily than Giannis does.
I think,
Well,
I think
people like KD.
Same with Steph.
No,
Steph
no,
gets
people
criticized
don't-
a lot too.
well,
Before last year,
People don't like KD for a different reason, not because of his like
his personality.
No, it's just the way that he won the
Yeah.
rings. It's not because like he doesn't play well or anything like that. We know he shows up every time. It's mostly the fact that the way he got the rings, people didn't like how he went about it.
But if you take that out,
That's
just take out the
different than
rings,
everything
but
else.
you're still getting criticized for your actions. Same with like LeBron. LeBron's won his rings a certain way too.
I think
He gets criticized. Kerr won his rings a certain way. He gets criticized.
LeBron
no matter
is
how many
also
rings you win, you
different.
get criticized though.
LeBron is also
Unless it's
different
Jordan.
because he's in a conversation with Jordan and people are salty to like give it up to him. So any chance that he
Yeah, I
does
was gonna
something
say.
wrong, it's like, oh, he's not like
we
Jordan.
talk- we still talk
Kobe
about,
wouldn't do this. Jordan wouldn't do this. Jordan ain't let nobody fucking
Even
say
Kobe's
you're old. Like,
championships, we criticize Kobe when he lost a certain way too, or when he won his. People still bring up Shaq
the
like,
Pistons. They're talking about
yeah.
the Pistons.
but people still bring up Shaq as the reason why he won championships too, like and
Well,
try to
Oh yeah, like he had
Take
Shaq
away his-
first
his
first
legacy.
Those
three
arguments
years.
just piss me off, bro.
Those
Kobe
I'm
is-
saying like you should be able to get credit. He should be put. Y'all should be put at that standard.
No, I get what you're saying.
nobody should be put through the dumbass those type of arguments. Like that's the
I'm just
stupidest
saying you
shit.
just get,
Yeah,
you
those
should
weird
get
narratives.
criticized
I mean,
at the
but
same
it's
level.
not like-
We bring
not
up
like he's
people
not,
why they
though.
don't deserve a ring. I just start getting like brain damage. Like, what are we saying? People don't deserve. Like,
The only
don't
reason I
deserve
brought
a
that
ring.
up is to give you a perspective as to why we should be criticizing Giannis.
I mean, he is getting criticized. Even like
is, right?
even
I
like
don't
the
believe
analysts
so.
on the
Not
after the
that.
game, they're
Not
saying it was
actually.
Giannis's fault they lost because of
It is,
the free
but-
throws.
Yeah,
They,
making up
then
free
they were
throws,
talking
that's
about the
crazy.
failure thing too. Oh, I don't think it's failure. He
Yeah,
said it
some
correctly. Like they're giving him the benefit of the doubt in every situation.
Some
I mean,
people
some
don't
people,
agree
yeah,
with it. Shaq literally said, "I don't agree with the word he said."
Name one person that doesn't like Giannis in media, bro.
Perk said it was a failure.
That's personality, people.
Yeah, that's how he portrays
I think
himself.
Stephen A. said it was a failure.
LeBron-
Stephen A. Perk. Um,
So they
I
don't
think
like him?
Shannon. No, they don't. They like him, but they all said it was a failure.
hard
They
to
were on
find a Giannis
they were on the
hater.
side of it is a failure.
Yeah,
if you
no one
guys
is
did
giving
this.
Giannis. No one is just
Yeah,
giving
it's
him
not like
the
Giannis
pass
is
for
like,
that.
It's
oh,
like
he's
the media is like
Not a
split.
hateful person,
The
I'm
media is
saying,
like
but,
split. I think
if
Jay
you don't
will
like, if you like him or dislike him, you should fairly criticize him. I feel like the
You
way
think-
that
you
you
think
like
he's
his
not being
personality.
criticized?
Yeah,
for
you
this,
think it's
though?
not fair criticism what he's
Yeah, I
getting
don't
right
think
now?
it's fair. Yeah, I think.
Why?
he should be
Why do you think it's
criticized a
not
bit more.
fair?
Because they lost an 8th seed. I don't think like.
But
people are
again, he
taking
wasn't
it
there for 3
realistic.
games. Like, how much can you criticize a
But
man
no,
that
he was
couldn't
there
even
for two-
be
he
there?
played 2
He
games
lost
though.
it.
Three
Yeah, I was
Hudson,
about
he
to
played. He didn't play 3 games. He went out in the first game in 11 minutes. He did no contribution.
But he played
Okay,
two.
He played game.
Yes, there's
game
5 games.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Two games.
But they
That's
lost
what I
both
said.
too.
And they lost both 2 of the games.
Correct.
He played.
There's other. The 3 games were
But,
not
like,
discussed.
yeah,
That's
but-
half of the wins though.
but
We're
look at
talking
the-
about Drew Holiday having like
look at the
11
stats.
points on 4
Look at the
7
stats
shooting
for that
though.
game.
Star of the team.
Hudson,
Look at the
first
stats for
game,
the. He showed up for those
Yeah,
games
but-
though.
He's talking
One
about-
at a
I mean, it's
time,
a
man.
team-
One at a
yeah.
time.
He's
one at
talking
a time.
about 4-5. He's talking about 4-5. Hussein.
I mean, Giannis still
Yeah.
had good games though, but I'm just like,
He lost the 2 of them.
yeah, but
We're not gonna
Jimmy
talk
was
about that?
4 and 6.
No, no, no.
Oh my God.
No, let me
Okay, so
ask him
Jimmy
something.
better than Giannis?
Hold on. Let me ask him something. So,
seriously was.
when LeBron had that no help up on a team, we give him a pass for that. But when Giannis, first in Cleveland, the whole time, every year, he didn't have really any significant help. Yeah, 8-year span. So when Giannis's teammates don't show up for him in the 2 games that he plays, we say, oh, it's on him now. When we gave LeBron passes, when his teammates didn't show up.
LeBron took that team to the finals.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's
it's
different.
This is the first round, and he lost to an 8th seed. An 8 seed for 2 games. I
Plus-
don't care about
and-
him being out. He
And
still lost 2 games.
LeBron's carry jobs, he's never the first seed. Like you know what I mean?
Even
Like
then,
when he's
like,
carrying, like his team is always ass.
18. Are you talking about young LeBron or 18 LeBron?
Well, just like when
Young LeBron is up
he's
there.
Yeah, like
Well, that's
16
'cause-
seasons.
he had one.
He
Yeah,
didn't carry
this dude
them.
was
Yeah.
going
But
damn
I'm
near,
just saying, like,
damn near perfect against Detroit. That year, like that was one of the best playoff performances
Yeah, but, like,
of all time.
like
Giannis
Giannis,
doing that, missing
Giannis has a
50%
great
free throws?
Giannis has a great team around him. You know, it's not
That
like
too.
they.
Fucking stars.
He has
You
a,
also
he has
gotta
a, yeah.
remember this dude in the NBA Finals in 2021 was 100% at the free throw line in a closeout game, 50 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I give him credit for that.
Yeah.
So we praise him for his successes, but we gotta criticize him more for his
Okay, you
failures.
say that, but he's still
Or
getting
disappointments.
criticized, especially for this series. He's still
Not as
getting
much.
criticized.
I think he should be
Okay,
criticized.
but like, what bubble are you in that he's like?
Who's
not getting a
criticized?
pass?
Omari only named 3 people for the
Okay,
statement,
can you
not for
name-
the
can you
failure
name
of the
people that-
loss.
Okay, can you name people that are giving him a pass for this series?
Not a pass, but it's like light criticism.
Okay, tell me what you
should
want
get a
people to
pass.
say.
Somebody
Like,
get a
what do you want Kendrick Perkins or Stephen A. to come out
I
and
don't-
say about
like,
it? Like,
I don't
how
really-
much, like, besides
He's
saying
on-
that
he's on his way to
he's a
China.
fucking bum at the free throw line
on
and
his way to
this is
China.
disappointing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everything that's
how
already
bad
been
do you
said
want the
has been
criticism to be? That's what I'm trying to ask you because it's not like he's not getting criticized
on
at
a-
all.
like,
Apparently, it's just not
On a
enough for
scale
you.
out of 10 or like word for word.
No,
word
I'm
for
telling you,
word.
like, what do you want him to say
Switch
about?
that
What do you
series,
want the
bro.
narrative on his name to be? Is what I'm asking you. Because apparently, whatever's happening right now is not like a big enough headline that
Just
you're
dropped out the top 10.
unhappy.
Just dropped out the top 10.
Yeah, like
No,
that's
like,
what I'm
that's
asking.
Breaking news.
People are saying right now that they
Be held
don't.
more accountable. Like the injury thing, obviously it was a storyline. I personally believe if he played game 1, they would have finished him out in 5. But I think he needs to be held more accountable for losing those 2 games. And the free throw percentage thing too wasn't brought up enough, in my opinion.
I mean, that's like the main thing that's been brought up because he
Yeah.
had like 30. How many points in the last
38
game?
or some 37.
Yeah, and he had like
Yeah.
double doubles. Like,
No matter how many points you have, if you lose a close game and you miss 13
Yeah, it's
free
gonna be-
throws,
I mean,
it's
like,
like no
they
matter what.
100%
From what I've seen, I didn't think it was brought up.
they 100% shouldn't have lost those 2 games. They choked. That's basically it. And like,
Exactly.
it was a choke.
It was a choke.
It was a collective choke job,
Obviously,
though.
Mike Budenholzer had a huge part to do with it.
Yeah.
But we blame Mike more than we blame Giannis. I mean, as we should, but Giannis
It's
should
like,
still
okay,
take
but like, there's
a good
no
percentage of
offensive
it.
schemes in those fourth quarters where they had those leads. Like,
Hey,
Because
but you
we're
have
used to-
one of the best players in the world.
We're also
Like,
used
Is
to.
that out of respect for your coach, out of respect for my coach, I'm gonna let him do him? Like, no, you're the best player in the world. Take control.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're
you
used
think
to
LeBron's
our.
gonna do that for him? Like, Ham's not calling a timeout. LeBron will call timeout.
That
Yeah.
part I
Kevin
agree.
Durant will call
That's-
timeout.
I'll
Jokic
agree.
will call
I'll
timeout.
agree
What?
with that. I'll agree with that.
You're the main-
Yeah,
Butler told Spoelstra, "I'm taking the shot."
Yeah, well, you told me right at the plate.
You also got to realize like nobody's gonna, he's not directly taking criticism as much as you think, but everyone looks at Giannis and asks him all the like. No one goes to Drew Holiday after a game is like, "What do you do better?" Like, what do you think? Like, everyone's on Giannis about the question. So
As it should be. He's the best.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You got to take into account that
saying-
everyone looks at him, even though the other role players don't play as well. He's still responsible, quote unquote,
Yeah,
even
but
though if it's
I-
not as much as
maybe-
you think he should
Yeah,
be.
maybe it's just like the softness. Maybe like him not taking as much leadership as he needs to in the game, or like be more aggressive. Like
No, he just needs to tell. He needs to be able to tell his coach, like, I don't give a fuck what you're saying here.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
He's a good enough player where it's like you can fucking erase the
same
whiteboard
with
that
Drew.
they're
He's like,
drawn up.
Drew said he wanted to guard Jimmy. Like, okay, if he wants to guard him with his competitive spirit, I'm gonna allow him to. You're Giannis Antetokounmpo. Like Jimmy, there needs to be a pecking order. Like these niggas gotta listen to you. You
It's
don't gotta
funny.
listen to them.
No,
Like,
that's
what?
true.
What's,
That's
what's
true about
funny?
that,
What's funny
100%.
about the whole shit too is that like I'd understand if there was versing like the Suns or something, and he had to guard somebody else.
Yeah,
like,
like
who else you got to
KD,
guard?
yeah.
Nigga? Like who
Okay,
like
but
Giannis?
Zeus,
Like who else?
Zeus.
Who else do you have
Yeah.
to guard? Giannis?
And
And
Like,
you got Brooke Lopez, like
Yeah,
you're trying to
like-
protect the rim. You got another rim protector.
like just get on Jimmy. Like, it's not like there's anybody else.
Brooke
Like
was
you
on
know.
Bam the whole time.
Man,
too, like-
even the year they won the championship, we were having the same conversation about him not guarding Kevin Durant and Drew was
Yeah.
guarding him, Middleton was guarding
Yeah,
him.
like oh,
Like-
let the coach.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
dude, yeah, like we're used to our superstars like having not just being the best player, but having like some type of command over the
Yeah,
team. Like
exactly.
if
Maybe-
they feel like something is better.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're used to Braun. Like Braun is a different story.
Kobe
but,
did the
like,
same shit though.
But yeah,
Exactly,
like
like-
Kobe and them do the same.
even
thing,
if
like-
people like dog on LeBron for not having like the killer mentality, but he'll still have enough leadership to take
Yeah.
over the game when it needs to.
and
be
call a
taken
play.
over.
He'll call a play
Exactly.
even if it's for somebody else. He'll call a play. Like
Maybe
he'll be like,
that's
"This
just
is
the
what we need to do."
next step for me, and that's what irritates me to the point where I think he should get more criticism.
I mean,
I
people
think-
are giving conversations right now, taking him out of the best player in the world conversation.
You can't be if you're not winning a chip.
That's valid
I
criticism.
don't agree with that,
You're not
but
winning the chip,
if
but
you
getting first
get
round,
yeah,
yes.
you can't get first round about an 8 seed. That's what I'll say.
I mean.
The chip, you know how to win a chip.
He didn't even
every
win a
year.
game.
I think,
Giannis, he won
to
0
me,
games.
the person who wins the chips is the best player.
In this
The
playoffs.
person who wins the chip that year is the best player. for the
That's
year.
what Curry and Giannis both
I'm
said.
not rolling with that one.
I don't roll with
Fucking
that.
since those motherfuckers won the championship. of course
LeBron,
it's
nah,
what I'm saying.
2018 LeBron was obviously the best player on the court. Like
I thought Kevin Durant was.
Okay, so Tatum
Oh, wait,
last year,
2018,
you think
2018.
Tatum's the best in the world?
Yeah,
Hassan?
LeBron had
That doesn't make sense.
51
I thought
points.
Kevin Durant was, honestly.
nigga, LeBron had 50 points
Yeah, because he needed to.
in a. But he was still the best player on
the
the
best
court.
player on
But
the
they
court.
lost because the
I-
team
I
has.
Team of all time.
I just thought Kevin
People
Durant
were
was
having
better.
final
I
MVP
wonder
discussions
why
for the
you think
losing team.
What
Just
about
'cause of what
LeBron would be on the
did.
Warriors? Like,
Oh, you can give the argument for 2016. Brown was the best player in the world for sure.
But I was saying,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you
Or
said,
he
argument-
won,
2015. Sorry, 2015.
you said
Oh,
the
well, yeah.
argument right
He
now
lost.
for best player is the person who won the championship. Like, if Tatum won last year, he's definitely
Must
still
mean
not the best.
Iguodala was the best player.
championship. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Iguodala.
It doesn't make sense. Like,
Would you agree
Laser
that-
beam pointed at the earth.
like the Martians
So you don't think Steph was the best player last year?
in the
No.
world.
Oh, Giannis still exists, but like, come on.
Nah, I think Steph was what he did in game 5 or
Man,
game 4. What he did
no.
in game 4 is one of the best performances I've ever seen in my life.
Bro, all the other teams were at home. What are they supposed to do in game 4? They can just watch. Like,
No, I'm just saying. What I
LeBron could
thought,
get on the
though.
court like, hold up, Steph, I'm better than you. Like,
Listen.
what do you
You
expect
thought
him
you
to
think
do?
LeBron was better than Steph last
Can I
year?
ask you a
No, I'm just saying in
hypothetical
general, like
Oh.
theoretically.
Can I ask you a hypothetical question? 'Cause you like
Yeah.
hypotheticals. What if it was Middleton who got injured with the Bulls, right? What if Bucks made it all the way to the championship and fought the Warriors?
Depending on how the series went, then I'd say.
What do you-
Steph.
Okay. Who do you think would win?
Hmm?
Last year, Bucks
Oh.
fully healthy, or your Warriors team last year?
Honestly, don't know. Warriors are rolling at the time. Because Jordan Poole was averaging like over 20.
No, they didn't have people.
Actually, no.
They only lost 2
I'm
games.
not taking the Bucks and seeing what they do right now.
I mean, a
Yeah,
healthy
yeah.
Giannis that's playing all the games.
Yeah, that's true.
And Middleton played the whole season too. Like he
Yes.
didn't start off with whatever the fuck
Robin.
he's doing.
Oh, we got to talk about their. They might lose a lot of players next year.
Who?
Middleton or
Oh
the
yeah,
Bucks.
how they have
Yeah, it's funny because the team right now is not getting better
Middleton,
than it is.
Sterling, and Brook are all on like I think extent.
No, I don't think all of them are.
It's
No,
like
Brook is for sure.
Middleton for sure.
Middleton has an option, a player option.
Yeah.
But
he's gonna-
Lopez
Brook is
free
out.
agent.
Yeah, I don't think Drew is though.
There's a team that's gonna give Lopez money too.
The Lakers. No,
Bring him back.
I wish.
That would be nasty.
I
Front
wish,
court.
dude. Literally, it would.
The rim person, no one will be scoring at the rim on us.
That'd be like the
Hell.
2020 team, but better.
So, yeah, the Bucks have
Yeah.
questions though for sure. It's a good
That Twin
call.
Towers lineup was crazy. That's why they're so good because the AD didn't have to be a 5.
Oh,
Uh,
Brook.
But he could be a
Lakers.
5 when we wanted to go small too. That's the good
Yeah.
part. So it's like,
Like he was versatile, but now he just has to be 5. Like we don't even have another center that's
Yeah.
decent.
Did we choose our Celtics 76ers prediction?
We did not yet.
We didn't even talk about the Knicks series yet.
yeah, we
did.
did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
talk about
You
the
didn't
Knicks.
give your prediction.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Oh
We
yeah,
all
I
said
did get
Knicks
mine.
and
Yeah,
six.
Knicks and 6.
We all said Knicks
Actually,
and six.
no, fuck the Knicks. I'll take 8.
I like it. Go
I mean,
different.
like, yeah, nothing. We don't know
Yeah.
anything until we actually see game 1 happen.
Yeah, but I say I gotta see how Jimmy plays.
Imagine they get blown out
Yeah,
like 30
they're
points.
like Jimmy's 70 points. Like, oh, all right, man, my bad.
No, for real though, because last podcast or the podcast before then, I was like, "Oh, Cavs got this," and then as soon as I saw game 1, I flipped immediately. I was like, "Hell no, ain't no fucking way they winning this series."
Yeah, I
Never
saw that clip
mind.
When Evan Mobley was getting bodied by Julius Randle on the box out when he was
Just got
like,
moved
yeah,
like a
bro,
little
you got
kid.
banged
Yeah.
out.
I gotta rethink my decision.
Yeah, I saw him like he tried to post up Mitchell Robinson. He
hey,
couldn't move him.
Yeah.
Game 3 was when I changed my mind because Game 2 they won significantly like 20, but then
That's
Game
actually
3,
crazy.
Game 3 when Knicks won, I was like, yeah, it's right.
The only game they won in
Split,
the series was
though.
a blowout. That's really crazy.
Yeah.
And the top two did adjustments like this ain't happening again.
Think about-
And it,
Like had the niggas running suicide.
So you think we're
After
losing by
the game, say the
17?
truth. Hey, run suicide.
Never
Think about game
again.
one, though, it's gonna be in the Garden, so Jimmy might have another big game.
If RJ Barrett actually like competent, like they win. Like
Yeah, no, that's
above
he was
35%.
yeah, RJ Barrett like the games.
decent the last
Yeah,
few years.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is
Last
that
three, he was very good.
the Knicks are a lower half seed and they got home court advantage for this series.
because the 8th seed just
Yeah,
pulled
because
up.
they-
We
it's ridiculous.
Golden State and Lakers too.
didn't give our Philly. We didn't give our Philly Celtics prediction.
All right, what do you got?
I have the Celtics in 6.
I got Philly and 6. I said Philly and 6.
Yeah, only you said it.
Who got home court? Boston does.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a big goal for it too. I mean, both of them are pretty big ones, but Philly and Boston.
I'm gonna take Philly in 6.
Yes, sir.
You know what? My prediction is Embiid gets hurt game 1.
Oh, God.
Hold him down. Hold him down.
Hey man, somebody knock on
That's
some
a
wood.
hating
man.
ass prediction. Right?
Somebody knock on some wood.
It's a prediction. What if it's true? What if it
That
happens?
Celtics win in 4.
Celtics sweep. Hey, gets her first minute. Celtics sweep.
Imagine
the
if the Celtics
The
fan. He
Celtics
just said,
swept Brooklyn last year, so hey.
If imagine the Celtics sweep, imagine like the legacy hits for Harden and Embiid,
my
bro.
God.
Embiid
No,
labeled fraud.
Harden's going back with Mr. Horny in Houston. Like, there's no way.
Hey, you He's gonna say Konnichiwa.
Nah, him and Ime are gonna hit up the strip club.
Oh God, but hey, he's gonna live out the rest of his days.
Nah, Ime there? Oh, we out.
He living out the rest of his days in Houston. If that happens.
Draymond Green going to the fucking mic and he's just speaking Chinese. That's gonna be the hardest.
Ni hao.
Niggas say
And they was
Konnichiwa
cheering
is
for him
funny,
like
dude.
crazy. too.
What's up,
Niggas speaking Japanese.
When
and-
Russell Westbrook speaking Chinese in the locker
Xing
room.
dao kuai lu.
Nah, dude.
They get over the top.
And then they put the Many Men soundtrack under that shit. And then they got Ben Simmons walking out. Shisho, Ben Simmons. That video's crazy.
Many men.
Dude, did you see that? I saw one of the like Indian teams responded to one of the players saying,
Oh yeah,
"We
like
don't
no.
want him."
Oh, the Dylan Brooks. Yeah.
He had offers from Taiwan. And niggas like, nah.
No,
We don't want that nigga. That shit was crazy, dude.
Yeah, like,
Dylan
I'm
Brooks.
just saying,
That's a
look.
good segue to the next.
No, I'm just saying,
Wait,
like,
wait,
Omari
did
hasn't given his prediction.
what's your
I'll take 6 and 6 too.
Okay. Celtics
Barring
and
injuries.
So 3 Sixers against 2 Celtics.
You didn't give a real prediction.
No, okay, like I think the
Wait, what do
Celtics
you
are a
mean?
better team. I mean, like, there's a good chance Embiid does like go down, but
He might just not be 100%.
he said like
yeah.
Doc Rivers said it'll be 50% at most. Is what he said.
What kind of
Nah, I think he said
Excuses loading is what I'm understanding.
The chance he plays.
Really?
No
Yeah,
way,
that's-
no way
that's
a
what
coach
he said,
said
yeah.
that before.
He
I
said-
mean, I don't know.
I think
He
he
might have
said-
just made up the
Doc
number.
Rivers a fucking idiot, dude. Do you see the shit he's saying like just in the presses? He's like, he says,
haven't
do you
seen
see
any
the
of
shit he
the
said about
60
the Clippers? He was like, we never had a chance to win. Like, bro, why would you say
He
that?
said that years later, though.
Yeah,
No,
he
but you're stupid. Like,
Bro, you know the players did not think, and I'm guarantee you he was telling the players every year in the playoffs like we could do this, like he was hyping them up.
If he's
So
a
he's a
coach,
fucking idiot. Why
so
would he say
stupid.
I never
Hindsight
believed we had a
2020.
chance? Like stop
Nah,
lying.
hindsight 2020. You can
But
look back and be like,
my
nah, I didn't
actual
invest.
prediction is I think the Celtics, like history has shown, they match up very, very well against the Sixers. And this is a better team than the championship team. I think Tatum stops playing unseriously and actually like puts up like because who's guarding him on that team too? Like Trae Young was an actual problem against the Hawks because like I don't think the Celtics are really good against like really good guards. They showed that in the Warriors series.
It's
Like,
surprising though. They got two really good guard defenders.
yeah, I mean really good. The fake DPOY for Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
Like them being a better team, they're not the coach the same way at all. You can tell that Ime is a far better coach.
I mean, but against Doc Rivers, like come on, you're gonna be better.
no, I'm
he's
just saying.
right.
I'm just saying.
I
Like,
might
them
change my
having a better
pick.
roster.
I'm just saying. I think.
Just because Doc Rivers.
No, I'm
told him.
serious, bro.
Harden's
I'm not even
No,
kidding.
okay, but like
I
I
don't
think
think so
Embiid will average be like 30 whatever because he's gonna have to. But like that's gonna wear on him. He's already hurt, and like Robert Williams is a great defender, and they already have schemes for playing this guy. They've played him for like 10 years straight. They know what he's
I
about.
think you
And
think
Horford
the
there,
team
too.
is.
Al
And he's
Horford-
50%.
Yeah, Al Horford's gonna be shooting those threes.
think
Like he's gonna be like 90% from three.
I think you think the team is just Embiid dependent. Like he's.
I mean,
the
it
whole
is.
team.
Nah.
No, they have
They have-
others
they have-
around.
I'm changing my pick. I'm changing my
When's the
pick.
last time Harden put up like a 40-point triple double? He's not doing that anymore.
He doesn't need to though. That's
Not
not
even
the game.
30.
I got-
That's not as wrong the team.
I got Celtics in 7. I'm changing my pick.
Damn.
Partly-
He's out at 7.
Partly because I like the coaching thing. He said Quinn Snyder is a really good coach, and that's why I think that's why he said the Hawks gave the Celtics
Hawks.
problem. That's what I meant to say the Hawks.
Yo,
Got
that's
meat on the
fire.
mind.
You're gonna call me Hawks now.
And I think Al Horford, if they play Al Horford at the 5, he's gonna pull Embiid away from the basket because you can't just let Al Horford get practice shots. And Embiid is supposed to be a rim protector, but at the same time, if you gotta guard Al Horford, you gotta step out a little bit to the 3, and that
Tatum,
kind of
Brown.
opens up
They
driving
have to
lanes
guard
for everybody
Maxey,
else.
Or I guess they'll put him on Tucker, right?
Who?
The big guys. One of the big guys have to guard
Robert
Tucker or
Williams?
Harris.
I am taking Celtics deep. The Celtics has.
No, I'm saying they could just they play Al Horford at the 5. Robert Williams does not play, and they get a shooting lineup. Now Embiid got to go out to the 3-point line to guard Horford. Now he's not at the basket protecting. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown drives to the rim, and no one else
Listen,
is.
Derek White can go off for 30, man.
Yeah, he could. This
Tyrese Maxey can go off for 30.
I mean, like he doesn't historically though against
Omari
the Celtics.
Tobin can go out.
Tyrese
there.
Maxey's done in the
He's
playoffs.
like 21 years old though.
But Hassan, you
Tyrese
gotta think
Maxey's
about
like
the-
21.
you
He
gotta
hasn't
think about
had
the
30
defense.
last year.
You gotta think about the Celtics defense. They were versus the Raptors that year. I remember they were versus the Raptors, and they were not that good that year.
Who?
You're saying Maxey dropped 30 in the playoffs. They were versus the Raptors. They were not that good that year.
No, he dropped the last year against the Heat.
Damn. Which he
Pretty sure he had a 30-point
Yeah,
game
Jimmy
this,
buckets.
and against the Nets too.
Okay, like I'm not trying to discredit the Sixers, so they are a really good team. But
Yeah,
I think the
I think-
Celtics are they're championship level team. There's a reason why like they're
Sixers
like,
aren't.
against the guy who hasn't made it past the second round.
It's been the top 3 teams in the league have been Bucks, Celtics and 76ers.
I'm just
Everybody
saying, like,
said
I don't-
those
I
were
don't-
top 3 best
I
teams
know
in
the
league.
Sixers are a good team, but like until I see them actually get to the finals and actually compete for an actual ring,
So there have to be a
I'm-
finals like this. Like every year is not a
but
different.
I think, but
challenge
you're
to get
giving them
into
you're
the
giving them
finals.
credit for what though? Like what have they actually done in the
They just
playoffs?
have a good roster.
But they haven't gotten anywhere with them in recent years. I'll give them because
Okay,
they have
this is the
Harden this
best
year.
roster they've had since the Butler.
That's why I'll give them a chance. But I think they're just a bad match for the Celtics is what I'm saying. That's I'm,
All right,
I'm
you
still
can say
giving it
that,
6
but-
games.
They're
Take
a
away what
contender.
The roster that they have is
Yeah.
ludicrous.
Yeah,
Like if they're playing the Knicks, I'll give it to the Sixers 100%. But it's against the Celtics.
All right,
No,
say that.
what he said is like I agree with both of y'all. Like what you said with the top 3, Bucks. Well, they're fucking gone. But Celtics and Sixers. Yeah.
No, I don't know if top
But it's
eight-
like
Nah,
it's
they
like
bottom like what 16?
yeah, the Sixers are the contenders, but the thing is they're playing the number 2 seed that's also a contender. It's just a matchup. It's not like the team itself that's
That's
bad.
fair, but he's acting like the 76ers aren't finals contenders either.
Nah,
They just run into
He's
the really
saying-
good
They are.
team.
They're just playing against a
Like,
team that's
respect.
better than them. Or
Yeah, that's
arguably.
team.
I literally
He's the
said
best
they'll
Eastern team
body
left.
my team.
Right?
Who? Celtics?
Yeah, they're the best Eastern
Okay,
team
what
left.
about 76ers aren't in that conversation?
Who's the better
right?
team? Say,
76ers.
you think this?
No, it's
Why not
okay.
have
Let
them
him.
win
Let
the
he
series?
got to take.
Just ask. No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
don't get
true.
it. I said, you think that? Okay, that's all I said.
So I have them winning the series, so I think they're a better team.
Yeah,
But to not give them respect, you're only saying
I said 6. I said they win the 2-0.
No, but you said that Boston's the only contender.
I said, who's a better team in the East?
But before that, you said the Boston's
Yeah, I
only
think-
contender.
When did I say that?
Before this,
I think you misheard him because I think he was just saying like they're the best team in the East that is a contender.
Oh, okay. But so you think
Yeah,
76ers
I mean,
are a contender?
Yeah, okay, like, let's say theoretic, like, hypotheticals. Sixers win. They're the best team in the East. They have a good shot of. Like,
I'm saying now though, just now.
No, I think the Celtics are there. I think the Celtics are going to win. That's why I gave my prediction.
Okay,
I
but
have a-
you can still have a team winning, but say another team's a contender.
They
Can
are
you
a
not?
contender.
I think the
They're both
Celtics.
They are a
contenders.
contender, yeah.
They're in the top 3 teams.
That's all I'm asking.
It's
That's all I'm
gone.
saying.
I got
Yeah, they
I got a good point. That's also a good transition. It's the same way that you can't necessarily like I understand what Hussein's saying. I understand what you're saying, and like I agree with Hassan more just because you can't. Even though like the Celtics, I know they're like 8-1 in the playoffs and whatnot. You know, whatever against Embiid, but it's like Hassan's right that it's not the same team as those other teams. Like they have been really good this playoffs, and as long as they're healthy, I'm gonna give them a shot. But it goes.
I don't
hand
think
in
no one's
hand.
giving him a shot. I think we're just picking the
Oh, yeah,
Celtics
well,
over.
yeah,
They
yeah.
missed the Nets, though, Amari. When they're
Like I'm,
good,
if
though,
the
No, I mean, I don't
if the
even care about
Sixers
that
won,
preseason.
if the Sixers
I don't
beat
even
the
care about that
Celtics, I'm not
stuff.
like, oh my god, how did this
Yeah,
happen?
that's what you're talking about.
I won't do that.
These guys are acting like that though.
No. I mean,
No,
I'll
we're
give
not.
Embiid.
Not
I'll
you,
give.
I'm
I
saying
said I'll give
NBA.
Embiid his credit. Just
No, he's
I'm just
talking
saying.
about the last playoffs.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Why only
historically.
Embiid? I don't know why Embiid the only
But
name
it's
Because
on
he's
the
the best
belt.
player on the team. Like,
Okay, but it's not only Embiid centric.
Well, then that's not. You weren't saying about Giannis. You weren't saying about Giannis. He got to get more blame though.
He's
But
saying-
Embiid, it's not
No,
just
but
saying
about
his-
him.
He just slurping Embiid's
Huss.
meat like the other
Huss.
players on the
Slurping
team.
him.
Yes,
I'm
he's
just saying,
saying
like-
it's like historically like
like
that the
it's still the
76ers keep losing to the
Okay,
Celtics.
but all his arguments have to do with Embiid.
No,
Name
no,
others.
I'm explaining to him.
Like,
But
what?
But
What's the other
my
factors,
point, but my point is, it's the same way. This is the transition. It's the same way that people were talking about the Kings. Like, oh, they haven't made the playoffs in 16 years. They're not that good.
Yeah.
They're young, and they were saying that they're young. They don't have playoff experience, even though they have players with playoff experience. But since they're the Kings, they like see them as a franchise. That,
They didn't have
they don't have
collective
experience.
playoff experience, so they're like,
That's
oh, they
just
don't.
bullshit.
So, but like they see that the Kings, they underestimated the Kings, saying that they have no playoff experience, and they having issues
Series
now.
yeah.
You know, like
Series now, yeah.
How do you guys feel about that series?
It's good. It's exciting to watch.
I hope it
bro.
goes to 7.
I
Honestly,
love
I
every
hope
game.
so.
Every game's like game 1, 2. Yeah, the first 2 games were nail biters. The last game was a nail biter. Wasn't there one the Warriors won by like 12 or something?
At
Game
home,
3.
at home.
Yeah.
Game 3 was
They
game 4
fucked
without.
him up completely.
Yeah.
No, it was
Malik
3.
had a
Game
terrible
4, there
game.
was Draymond and GP2 and they dominated.
That was 3.
That was 3.
Yeah.
Yo,
Like,
Kevin
game
Looney
3
had like
nights.
20-something
And
rebounds.
they had another 20-point game.
He
They
dominated
won the board
Sabonis,
rating.
even though he had scored
Sabonis
4
has just been a
points.
fraud this
Yeah.
whole series, man.
He's a liability.
I wouldn't say that. He's getting just locked up. They have
Yeah.
good, like Kevon Looney and Draymond Green are
But
good.
He's
that's
not even,
not limited
he's
his
not even
offense.
getting locked
He's not
up.
shooting.
He's wide open. That's the
He's
problem.
not shooting outside of the paint at all.
That's true.
And that's part of his game. He should be.
the single
I don't
20
want to
guys
say
going
that is
crazy
part
on
of his
him.
game, but he should be taking some shots. He's not supposed to take like 10 threes a game, but he got to take
Nah, but
one or
like,
something.
Even like
Not
inside
even
the 3-point
threes,
line.
but yeah, the free throw line. Like,
Yeah.
these are wide open warm-up shots that he's
He
missing.
needs
He
to start
already started
20
showing
on
up, like,
niggas.
after
He's
the,
looking like
Only the
Mr.
first.
Robinson at the top of the key, bro. Like he's not
Only
shooting the first quarter.
no, game 4, he had a really good game, right?
Let's talk about the other second round matchup that's already set, Suns and Denver, because that's going to be really really good. I think.
That's facts, huh?
Ooh, Suns and Denver's gonna be.
I honestly
really
don't know. I
The
honestly
Suns
don't
are
know.
gonna
I
verse-
think the Clippers, even though they kind of fell apart at the end, that was they showed some of the flaws that the Suns have, especially with the depth, the rotations.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
So definitely the Denver Nuggets are deeper, and I don't think Ayton can guard Jokic because he's big soft over there. Like he's definitely might get in some foul trouble too. And then will you put Biyombo on Jokic? Maybe you double Jokic.
Yeah, but
Biyombo nice.
You can't double Jokic.
Oh, you're right. MPJ, Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray also been playing very, very well against the Timberwolves.
I feel like
Back
Kevin
to Bubble
Durant,
Murray.
Kevin Durant this season will have to be scoring those 40-point games and stuff like that.
What about Booker? Booker can do it.
Obviously,
Booker's been doing
Booker,
it.
he will do it. I'm just saying Kevin Durant will have to.
It can't just be
Kevin
one
Durant
guy
average 80,
showing up.
Kevin average 80.
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
Kevin Durant has been showing up.
They're averaging 65
now.
together
Yeah,
right now.
true,
Like that's so
But
crazy.
back to that Ayton point, you can give him some credit because he did play well when they played Jokic in 21. The season they made it to the finals.
True.
So if he can, I guess, put that same effort in, they'll have a shot.
Yeah, but like they're just so depleted. Like you can see, like without Mikal Bridges, without like Cam Johnson and stuff like that.
It shows. It
Like,
shows.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, Cameron Payne
definitely.
just
Depth
came
shows,
back
not
from a
starting
back
lineup.
injury or whatever.
You
but,
can't
like,
even trust them to begin with. Like a couple playoff runs they had, obviously the ones that they didn't make the finals, like he wasn't good. Again, the Lakers series, no, not the Lakers series, the Maverick series, he was garbage. He didn't do anything. If he can't, Cameron Payne.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. To add on to that point, like you can't blame it on the McHale and like Cam Johnson trade of depth because only one player, Cam was the only one coming off the bench. Like the depth that they had in the 21 season back with Cameron Payne, like the dude was playing better than Chris Paul some games. If he's not playing at a certain level, then you gotta blame him, not the
no,
depth.
I don't think it's just the depth. It's the fact that the role that Mikal filled. Now they need to find someone else to fill it because he would always be on the other team's best players, best perimeter players.
Yeah.
KD's not going to do that. Like
Craig-
KD's a good
Craig's been
defender.
good.
Craig on the-
Yeah, but
But
that's
not
what
the
I'm
level
saying.
of
Like,
McCallum and
yeah.
Cam Johnson. They're two amazing 3D players in that like run they had for that team. Now that's a void. Like Torrey Craig is not filling that
Yeah,
void.
but like generational talent offensively, it's the defensive factor, and then
Yeah,
depth.
but what Cam
It's just
Johnson
different.
and
It's not saying
Bridges
it's worse.
were
It's just
helping in
different.
other aspects. Now that's gone. I'm saying like
Yeah.
that's gone. So and it's like it's a problem.
Can we talk about the coaching then too? Because we got Terrence Ross being benched.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not playing.
Yeah,
Monty.
Damit's
Also-
getting more minutes.
We were
Well, I
talking
don't-
about the rotations, like.
But to be honest, like I'm not like the biggest fan of Mike Malone either because sometimes he'll also have weird rotations. Like he might not play MPJ for long periods. Like he loves to run with Bruce Brown. Like that fool got his nudes or something. He'd be leaving him. I mean, Bruce Brown's a great player. Bruce Brown's a great player. Don't get me wrong, but it's like you gotta know when a sub player's out at certain times. Like you might need some more offense.
Yeah.
I think personally that's what I've seen from him. I'm not saying he's a bad coach or nothing, but I also don't think he's just perfect. You know, I don't think he's just like
I don't
legendary coach or something.
I
I
feel
don't
like
view him like that.
yeah, mid coaches. I feel like
Slightly above
I mean,
me.
didn't
Slightly
anyone, like,
Gotta
anyone
respect
push to the
him,
year
respect
one?
him.
No.
You know what Monty said about like
Not
trading,
Mike.
losing Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges? He
Yeah.
cried
I think so.
about a trade. It's the only time he cried about a trade.
Hey
Yeah,
man,
that's
that shit hurts, bro.
Yeah.
It hurts. Like, bro,
cared
you
about the
said
players,
that.
man. Cared about them.
No, but you said that though. Like, you just keep. You could cry. Like
I don't
you
mind
cried.
him saying that. That lets the media know he cares.
It shows empathy as a coach. Honestly,
Someone
doesn't say
said
anything about Kevin Durant.
Yeah, true. They like Mikal a lot.
Some shit you don't say is like Jason Kidd. Like I'm just watching him out there. Like
Hey, man,
I'm not
fuck,
playing.
man. You know,
I'm not in the game. Like,
Like,
that's
what are you
Budenholzer
asking me to
shit.
do? Like, yeah, bro.
quotes, man.
He's like, they can call a timeout too.
What were you?
Imagine Bud said that shit. Y'all just gonna call a timeout. Like, they could have called
Oh,
it.
he would have been gone yesterday if he said that
That'd be
shit,
so
bro.
crazy. I mean, they really could have though. I feel like you just have to take it in your hands. I didn't
LeBron
wanna-
has done it this series.
Yeah,
I've
like,
seen him do it. Like
If,
call
I feel like
timeout.
in that, like on the
He'd
when it was like
plays
8
off the
seconds
bench,
and shit.
like off timeout plays.
that game time late, I think he just said, "Fuck it, give me the ball."
Oh yeah. And that
I'm
one,
not even
yeah.
kidding. He
I'll
just
go right
said,
here.
"Yeah."
Yeah, hey man.
Speaking of timeouts, do you remember what Curry did the other day about the timeout fiasco? Hassan, how'd you feel about that when you saw him doing a timeout? They had
we
no
didn't talk
timeouts down
about
there.
I didn't think about it. I just like wanted the game to finish. I thought they were gonna be up.
The
and win it.
the Kings choked that. If they stole that game, we would be having a different conversation right
Oh
now.
my God!
Yeah, we would've, but-
I'll be blown.
They would be up
Yeah.
3-2.
Like Draymond said,
Curry would be on fraud watch.
with freaking Harrison Barnes.
Wow.
2016.
Disrespectful ass.
How do you feel about your team bringing Draymond off the bench?
Oh, it's a good it's actually a good
They started winning. Like,
Yeah,
No, he started the second half though. He started the second
If
half.
Draymond's
So.
scoring 20, you're winning that game.
Just 'cause
Yeah,
you
facts.
drink all that.
if your fourth or fifth option scores 20, I feel like you got like
not even fourth or fifth. I mean,
Yeah,
Draymond Green.
you got like an 8% chance of winning.
The reason why it's so good is because it brings energy off the bench and he can like fill in holes that he sees.
Pause.
Jordan Poole, like historically, he plays better as a starter, but he's been struggling this series. Hopefully, he picks back up. But if there's spacing on the floor, it allows Looney to get the 20 rebounds games that he's had. Yeah, The game
that's
Draymond was
20.
out, he got 20. The game Draymond was on the bench, he got another 20. And it allows him to guard Sabonis even easier too. So then with the first 6 minutes that he's out, you can kind of fill out the game, and then he'll fill in like plug and play basically.
You want
That's
to
good.
do a quick start bench cut?
You got some? Go ahead.
Just real fast.
I might have some too. Actually, that's a good point. Hold
Will
on.
you take Looney, Mitchell, or Jared Allen?
Mitch
I mean Mitchell Robinson. Yeah.
This is
Big-
super
big
recency
traditional
bias.
centers.
This is super
Big
recency
traditional
bias.
centers. Mitchell Robinson, Looney, and Jared Allen. Listen. Yeah, start bench cut.
Okay, I'm starting. Okay, I was talking to Devin about this actually. If
I am not cutting Kevin Looney. That's what I'm
if
saying.
Mitchell Robinson,
Yeah, we're not cutting Looney.
if Mitchell Robinson was on the Warriors right now, that's like a championship level team, like already. But like
he's not
he
as
helps
smart as
them.
Looney at all, bro.
What do you think?
What are you
like,
talking
what's the
about?
difference?
IQ wise,
What
not
do you think?
like
What do you think the
him
difference?
as a-
He's not. He's not a passer.
But no,
Stupid.
Yeah, I
What do you mean by
like,
that?
I mean, I don't know.
The reason,
Mitch kind of
Steve Wise.
He said you might be right.
Good comparison would be James Wiseman. Yes, he's been in the league for like
wise man.
only a couple years.
No, that's
Motherfucker,
that's
anything
what
but wise.
He says every single time.
Okay,
Every
it's like,
time I name a player,
okay, you start off with the most outrageous takes, so you expect why
Allen's just
okay.
crazy.
It's like
Not
comparing
crazy.
Steph Curry to Killian Hayes.
Dude, like,
He's like, but hear me out. But hear
I'm
me
just saying,
out.
like, I'm going back to how the Warriors play basketball. It takes
Okay,
time
okay,
to
okay.
learn the system.
Okay.
James Wiseman is a
I mean,
perfect example of
this is
the
a
Wiseman
hypothetical,
It takes time to learn the system.
This is hypothetical.
That's
He
why
loves
he's the
hypotheticals.
center.
He loves hypotheticals.
Okay, but like,
That's
what do
why
you
the
think-
analogy
what do you think-
works.
What do you think Kevin Looney does so differently from Mitchell Robinson?
He knows the system. He knows how to play with the players. He's been in the team
Okay,
for
okay,
7 years. man.
hypothetical, Mitchell Robinson was in the position Kevin
I'll
Looney.
tell you one
knew how
thing
to
he
play with
does
these
better.
players.
what's the
That's foul trouble.
I mean, Mitch hasn't
That too.
dropped foul trouble.
He's
this
been
year
good.
at all.
He's been good. He's
like
been
Jared
better.
Jackson.
But
Previous
still.
years.
Previous years he's been in foul
No,
trouble
like
a lot.
previous seasons in general. He's been
Season,
foul.
but he hasn't like I think the most he's had was like 4 the entire series.
He's been better. He's been for sure better. But
No,
I'm
no.
saying generally,
No,
big
no.
picture
I would
here.
have dropped Mitchell Robinson.
Because Mitchell Robinson is a better interior defender than Looney is.
Shit, I might drop Jared Allen, bro. Like I know it's super recency, but he was
I
awful.
think it depends on the team.
Because like, do you think Looney's a good passer?
Hmm?
Do you think Looney's a good passer?
Yeah, he is.
Because like Mitchell Robinson doesn't really pass the ball because he doesn't really have to. He's always in the dunker spot.
But I think Mitchell Robinson, if he was on the team for as long as Looney was, he'd figure out that too. Like,
Yeah, because like I think Mitch is already a better interior defender than
Well,
Ding.
yeah, he is.
Yeah, but like and offensive rebounder, he's number 1 in the league. I
No.
mean, him and Steven Adams.
Kevin
are-
Looney's number one.
Okay, I was telling you that's only because of games played. Because
Okay, but
Looney
still
played
number
82
one.
games.
I look at the stat news. I look at the stats.
No, I'm like, but in the rating, Mitch is number 1, but in the amount, Looney's number 1 because he played 82 games.
Iron Man.
But I'm
Okay,
just
they're
saying,
both good at offensive rebound.
I was just saying, like, Mitchell Robinson pick and rolls with Steph Curry. That's a lob threat easy, or he's just gonna body the person and get Curry open
Yeah,
for 3.
if he knows the system well, then he's a better fit. But
Because
Looney,
Mitchell's more athletic,
knows the
right?
system so well to the point where
He's
he's
athletic
getting
enough.
20 games.
You can
like,
just throw it up
that's
there and
like
he'll
10
catch it.
rebounds.
It's like in the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan.
Hold on. Before we do like star
Crazy,
bench
Johnny
cuts
Joe
and
was
stuff,
crazy.
let's give our predictions for that Suns Nuggets series.
You
What
wanna-
what
you
think
wanna-
is gonna happen?
Want to do the start bench cut for what he said first though, and then we'll do that.
Well, yeah.
That was gonna-
All right,
that
all
was
right. Let's go.
gonna
Let's go.
segue.
Star bench cut. Jared Allen,
Oh, he asked it. Let him go last.
Jared Allen, Kevon Looney, Mitchell Robinson. Start bench cut.
Looney is starting. Mitch is being benched. And Allen's being cut.
I am starting Kevin Looney, benching Jared Allen, and cutting Mitch Robinson.
Super recency bias, but I'm gonna start Mitch. I'm a bench Kevon Looney. I'm gonna cut Jared Allen.
Same. I'm gonna rep with my home team. I'm starting Mitch, obviously. And then
Yeah, that's
Looney,
crazy.
Come on,
The
Looney.
recency bias is fuck that nigga Jared Allen. No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry,
He
bro.
got exposed. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so, hey, man,
He
he get
literally said the
exposed.
brats are too light. I can't respect it.
That's fair. That is
Yeah, you're right.
He said he's not there. He's not made for the moment.
I think I'm taking Mitch just because I feel like he's more versatile. But
And
I'll
then
take Mitch and bench Kevon Looney.
okay.
I'm cutting Jared Allen.
Yeah.
Where's Mitch's
And I'm
20
cutting
rebound game?
Jared
Yeah, I
until
mean-
he gets into the fucking weight
Allen's a
room.
guy though too.
He might
Yeah, I
get
love
traded,
Jared Allen,
bro.
but
They
that
might
nigga
ship
needs to
his
hit the
ass
weight
out. How
room.
bad he
Like,
played. I'm
you
not
can't-
even kidding.
How many minutes a game does Looney
You
play?
can't get
at
pushed
center?
around like that.
Like-
by a
That was
grown
it.
man.
Way over 30.
Because Mitch only plays like
30.
20 because he splits minutes with Hardenstein.
And Hartenstein's good too. I might choose him over Jared
No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Hey, no.
He's 100% a better passer than
Oh,
Allen.
you got the
Actually,
striker?
he's big body in him too.
What do you want me to check?
What you saying?
The minutes?
His
Yeah.
shit's about to die.
Oh, okay.
Let me get this charger.
You want to start?
We talk about the
Laker boys.
I don't. I mean, I think with the Warriors and Lakers series, I don't know. It's only one game left. I think we should just wait till those series finish.
31, 32, 35. So average of 30.
Cause it's like that shit's about to wrap up. There's no point in projecting.
We didn't give a recap though of the Lakers yet, but
We could talk about the Lakers, but there's no point in like projecting the next round.
We haven't given predictions for the Suns.
We gotta wait till this fool comes back. But
So this is he's averaging 2 less minutes. Well, exactly, but he had like a
who?
20. Mitch Robinson. He had a 21-minute game 2. That was like the
Yeah,
That was a blowout anyway.
But then after that 30, 27, 36, and game 1 26.
Yeah, I'm
With
surprised
that-
about
The Warriors though, they have so much depth, so like
They can play Randall at 5
They
too.
shouldn't even be playing, bro.
They
It's
play-
like a 5 for the Warriors.
Draymond Green.
I mean,
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't
Kuminga
Kuminga
shit.
Like 18 boards or some
No, he
shit?
doesn't play.
like who are your forwards? Like power forward and small.
Kuminga.
Kuminga.
Klay Thompson played power forward at some points. I'm not even joking. Like I'm.
Looney too.
Yeah, so it's crazy.
But like Looney's like
Gary
only
Payton also,
defender-
bro.
Looney's
Gary
like
Payton
only
was-
rebounder.
No, he dead as the back. No, he's dead as the backup center. I'm not even
Only
kidding.
wants, like,
That's who the
once
backup
against
center
Sherry.
is.
It's Gary Payton, bro.
I hate you. He's with the best. Why don't you text me?
What do you say? Warriors in 6.
Vando in 3, bro. GP2.
We're gonna have that.
Vando in 3.
Fucking GP.
Maybe you might be biased. I don't know. Everybody's kind of biased.
Just because Aaron's better than fucking Jordan Poole, bro. You're salty.
That's gonna hit better than crack.
All right, who do you guys think is a better player?
No. We'll get into it. Let's finish the Nuggets Suns real quick because we keep fucking forgetting about that series.
Do you want us to
Give
give our
predictions.
predictions?
Yeah.
All right, say yours.
7 and 7.
Ooh, change it from 7.
Like, this is one of those series like you can't really tell until you actually see it the game 1. But just for I'm saying Devin Booker and Kevin Durant, they got the star power. I'm gonna give it to them in 7.
Based off your.
I'm a hater. I'm gonna say Nuggets in 7.
Give us a why. Give us a why.
Because he's white.
I actually.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you
Okay,
why.
now-
Jamal Murray's gonna pull up that series. Watch.
Nah,
We got this fucking Kendrick Perkins over here.
He's going to go, bitch. He's going to go.
Warren Perkins.
Things I said, I feel like they're gonna have trouble guarding Jokic, and I feel like the role players will step up. I really like Aaron Gordon has had a really good season, like borderline All-Star season, and I think the depth problems will catch up to the Suns. On top of the fact that like Kevin Durant played like 40 minutes in a lot of those games. Even I know it's a 5-game
afraid
series,
these
but he
niggas
played a
getting
lot.
I'm afraid of these niggas getting hurt. Booker too.
Minutes?
Booker too. I'm like,
Booker's
not like.
Chris Paul's always hurt in the playoffs too, so he might be due.
Dude, with what he's doing, he's not even playing well, bro. Like he's not
playing
doing
30.
much.
He had a good
basically.
game. He had a good game
He's
though.
playing 38
Yeah,
minutes
yeah,
though.
one.
Like
I think
yeah.
it was like game 3.
38
Yeah, he had
minutes
some
for Chris
middies.
Paul is unsustainable. 45 minutes for these niggas is unsustainable. Like they gonna have to do
I think
something.
Book is cool. I don't know about KD though.
Well, yeah, Book is young. Yeah, KD like niggas coming off injury playing 45 minutes. Like
Man, but those are
I
kind
feel
of like.
like they needed him to go.
You know-
right there a lot of
they
times.
need to. That's
You know what's funny?
That's what I'm saying. It's unsustainable.
So you remember how KD got injured? He slipped in warmups.
Yeah.
That's not no. But I was watching an NFL podcast and they were saying, bro, if that should happen to NFL, they shoot you up and you getting out there for the fucking game. Like,
Yeah,
there's no like,
I
oh,
can
you're out for 2 weeks.
Dude,
None
I
of
would see
that
like
shit.
I would be on TNF, like the pregame. I'll see them warming up. They're doing like full on sweat. They have full on sweats, like doing full on routes, throwing the
Yeah.
see Brady throwing the ball like 40, 50 times before the game.
Yeah,
like,
it's just like a
it's the whole
pregame for a game.
Yeah. All right, let's see who I got.
We know who you got. It's in how many games though?
I'll say Suns in 6 still. KD Booker. All I gotta say.
Nuggets in 7.
Oh, you changed it up. Do you have the same reason as Bez?
I'm thinking.
Because we're white. Because we're white.
Not bad.
Because Jokic is gonna cook, and I hope and I think this series Jamal Murray's gonna turn up, and I just know it's gonna happen because I said it before. He's gonna turn up again.
hey, y'all see that Amp video? Like trying to find a racist. Y'all haven't seen
I
that
saw
one?
that one.
That shit-
No, I haven't.
You gotta watch
Dude,
that
it's
shit. You gotta
crazy.
watch it on stream.
AMP.
Oh, AMP. Oh yeah.
Amp. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm not too much.
Sorry.
All right, I got to start bench cut. This is exciting. Everyone's gonna like this one. I'm looking at Gabe specifically.
Can I just shoot a pre-fire? I already
No. Just hear me out, bro. You about to say some wild shit. Okay, don't embarrass yourself. Start bench cut. Jordan Poole,
Cut.
Austin Reeves.
I'm kidding. Go again. Reset. Man. That was for the trolls. I'm listening. That was
The
for the
next
trolls.
option is like Denzel Valentine.
Ben Simmons.
Okay, Jordan Poole, Austin Reeves, Malik Monk.
Okay. Austin Reeves is starting. Malik Monk is being benched, and Jordan Poole's being cut. Hassan?
This nigga's the way he laughs, dude.
The fucking evil laugh right there.
Guarding Monk. Why isn't he guarding?
Because he doesn't need to. What the heck? That's not his priority.
I'm
He can.
That would be a terrible idea for
Yeah.
Jordan Poole on
You got
anybody
better
with
defenders.
offensive skill.
All right. For the sake of the podcast, I won't be arguing with Gabe over the.
I'm not gonna
his
say a
choice.
word. I will say a word.
I'll,
This is your start bench cut.
I think it's pretty easy. It could intertwine, I guess, depending on recency bias. But I'll start with Jordan Poole, bench Austin Reeves, and cut Malik Monk.
I'm gonna start Austin. I'm gonna bench Jordan. I'm gonna cut Malik. Even though I love Malik, he had a great season, underrated season. But I think the other two just offer a little more.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna start Poole. I'm gonna bench Reeves and I'm gonna cut Monk because I think Monk, he was almost out of the league. He had one good season. I'm gonna need to see more of that. Jordan Poole has also had only one good season, but he's proven he's played at the highest level when he was at his peak
Championship
compared to the
season,
three of them.
probably.
So that's just my reason for starting him. But I think Austin Reeves is close from what we've seen.
Austin Reeves is better.
I'll say that Reeves has been better this playoff series. I'll give you that.
The season in general.
It's half of the season.
Well, the second half of the season.
Second half.
You guys want to know Jordan Poole's 3-point percentages this series? It's atrocious, actually.
15%.
So I'll give you all of them. One game he had 40. Good, right? Solid.
Damn.
Next game, 0.
Yeah,
Oof. Let me talk. Let me
He's like
talk.
0 for 0. He
Let
didn't
me
even shoot a
talk.
3.
Let me talk. Let me talk. 0 for 3. Let me. Okay. Let me talk.
Oh, look at Looney.
Next game, this one you're not gonna like. 14%, 1 for 7, Hassan. Next game, 2 for 6, 33. Next game, 1 for 6, 16%. How are you even starting Jordan Poole in these scenarios?
How many wins are they playing? How many wins do they have?
I'm sorry.
How many wins do they have as a team?
You mean like in the series? 3-2. What do you mean?
All right, so.
They win.
Jordan
They
Poole
win.
started
it-
the Lakers
they
up
win
3-1
it-
the other day.
They win it in
They're up
spite of
3-2
Jordan
just
Poole.
like the Warriors, though.
Because of Reeves. I said Reeves is having a better series, but this man's on Jordan Poole's.
Let's
dick
talk
forever.
about season then. Let's talk about season.
Okay, I thought we're not arguing. What happened?
Yeah, my fault.
That's all.
These niggas about like, we're gonna be
You
here
looked
for an
at
hour.
this- You looked about the 60.7%.
Yeah,
I saw 16%, dude. What the?
Did you even give yours?
Instigator.
Off of
Nah,
instinct.
This one?
No, give yours. I didn't even hear you.
Instigator, bro.
No, I haven't done it
Yeah.
yet. I agree with Gabe. Or I gave Austin Reeves. It was between Poole and
Malik
Monk.
Monk.
Malik.
I don't even really like Jordan Poole. Give me a stack. But
Yeah,
I'll,
he doesn't
I'll
either.
probably still put Jordan Poole and Malik Monk right now, just for the same reasons he was saying.
I think
Like,
Malik is one of those players that if he's not scoring, he's kind of not giving you
Yes.
anything.
He's
at least
literally
Jordan
not-
Poole
he's
got
not
a little
He's not a
playmaking.
good defender either.
he needs to be more consistent.
Yeah,
You
they're
should give
both.
this
I mean,
man
Jordan
more
Poole's
respect.
not
He's
either.
the
But
most viewed on your TikTok page.
Who?
Jordan Poole, the edit's most viewed. Give him respect.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen.
you made a career off him.
Listen, Jordan Poole, I got just like the Warriors and me, I got scammed by Poole, okay? He got the bag and he dipped. That's what he did.
There you go. Did we give a recap about the Lakers?
Gonna end with them.
Yeah, I'll send with the number
Did
one.
we even give a Kings Warriors? Who's
We
gonna
gave a
win the
little.
series?
I had another
Not a
star.
win,
I had one more star bench cut if you want to go through that, because these are like I did these based on like playoff performers. So Trae Young, De'Aaron Fox, John Morant.
Can I go?
Yeah, you can go. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm cutting Trae Young this series.
Okay.
I'm cutting him.
It's just in general. You don't have to say this series.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cut
Start
Trae Young.
Start bench cut. Because the cuts.
Wait, so this season or overall players right now,
Cut bench
career wise?
Just right now, literally at this moment, you can base it off whatever the fuck you want. It's just right now, today, on whatever date, April 27th,
I might be
2023.
a hater and recency, but I'm starting De'Aaron Fox and benching John. And cutting Trae.
Yeah, I agree with Gabe. I'll start. Yeah, I'll start Jaw.
Oh, you'll start Jaw. Okay.
Yeah, start Jaw, bench De'Aaron, and cut Trae.
I think I'm gonna start De'Aaron. I'm gonna tell you why. I think Ja doesn't have that mid-range game like De'Aaron, and I feel like they're equally. Obviously, John Morant's fucking incredibly athletic, but they get to the basket and finish around the same rate. You know, just De'Aaron's finesse layups and Ja tries to jump over everyone.
Also to that, like the Grizzlies don't really need Jaw as much as the Kings need De'Aaron.
Yeah, so I'll start De'Aaron, bench Ja, cut Trae. Just the defense is inexcusable. I'm sorry, it's just not. It's not
Bryant, too, is
salvageable.
bad, bro. Like you should add that too. That's a factor. In
Yeah,
my
I mean,
Sometimes
it's
and
a
like
good
today,
too,
point. He's done that thing where he goes 1 for 12. After
Also-
having like I haven't seen De'Aaron and Ja do that type.
Shot
of
selection is kind of
Yeah,
terrible.
Ja
I mean, Ja has
Ja
bad
can be
games.
streaky.
Ja has
but-
bad
No,
games.
Ja could be like the other day, game 3. Ja made like 4 for 5 from 3 in
That was a
But
fluke.
that's not his primary game.
He
though.
won't
That's
take
secondary.
dumbass shots.
I don't see him taking dumbass shots like Trae Young. He's not gonna put himself in that scenario to go 1 for 12.
Yeah.
Like he won't do that.
Well, for me, I'm obviously cutting Trae Young.
Maybe I should have said someone else. I think probably.
But I'm starting Ja because even when he scored those 22 points straight, that just showed him like he's capable of just being that guy. De'Aaron Fox is also like I think they're on the same tier of player, but I'm just gonna give Ja a little bit of edge over there. De'Aaron Fox, even with the hurt finger, he's still doing pretty well. I'm pretty sure. And Trae Young is Trae Young. I'm not gonna explain.
I also respect De'Aaron for talking shit to Draymond. Y'all see that? He was.
Yeah,
I don't
Now
know
they're
what he
buddy
said.
buddy now. I saw him talking friendly at the free throw line yesterday.
But Draymond
That's how basketball is.
Draymond likes energy.
It's not like Draymond Green killed his like family, bro. Like
Yeah.
basketball.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I thought it'd be held out to the end of the series, but
Maybe. I mean, we need some mouse.
He'll be unused as Sabonis, but not Fox.
Draymond
No, like-
might do that mouse in the palace in Golden One.
nah, he won't do that.
Imagine.
Hell no.
That'd be hilarious.
He'll talk back, but he won't punch anybody now.
Now it's
Besides his own team. No,
I want to see it.
Omari's search for a star bench cut.
It is hard. Well, I'm cutting Trey, but
You gotta
He
change
said this
it.
is hard.
I should have said someone else.
Who else?
But,
though? This is perfect.
Like Shea, maybe.
I mean, he's not in the
No, he's
playoffs.
not in the
but then
playoffs,
he
though.
would
He
start.
gets cut too.
No, Shea would get cut.
We're doing like
But he
playoff.
does the playoffs though. Like
Yeah.
it's just hard because
he's
okay,
like
like
the playoff
No,
one.
I did it for the player, but I'm saying if I just picked another player, we did overall.
Well, I would cut him because he's not in the
Do you
playoffs.
think Brunson's better than Trae?
That's wild. I would
Because
start.
Brunson will still get cut, right? Brunson will still get cut.
I'd cut
I'm not-
Brunson out of
I'm-
these three, but
I'm not saying
Yeah,
any
he's
further
huge,
than
but he's
Trey.
better than Trae, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Brunson?
No.
I would
I'm not
take
giving it.
Brunson
I'm not
over
giving him
Trey.
that immediately because
Let's make another one: Brunson, Trey, and Shea.
I didn't give my answer.
Brunson, Trae,
Omari doesn't give him Amari's answer first.
Yeah, give your the original one.
It is hard because I appreciate De'Aaron's like ability to be so clutch. Because it's actually crazy how in the fourth quarter he just like starts shooting 80%. But like
They got to study.
Ja has been like he's hurt right now, but he's done it for a few years now. He's pretty consistent. Like
I don't
he'll
buy that
average-
hurt, by the way. The same thing, like
Oh, no.
I didn't say this about Giannis either, but it's like if you're playing like
Nah,
you're
it's not
good
the
enough
same.
to play. Like I'm not buying like
a hand injury is
injuries.
not the same. Like when
When
it's like
you
a
saw him fall on the floor and start waving his hand
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
When
He
it's
does
a
that
leg
every
thing.
fucking
now
play
when it's a
though.
leg injury, I hear like if you're playing with a leg, if your leg was injured and you're out there playing running around and shit, okay, like you're cool, you're running around, But like when it comes to a hand, you can play on a hand and
That's
still
what I'm
have it be
saying,
fucked
yeah.
up. Like
Yeah, there's
so
a lot
I'm-
of padding on it too.
Yeah, like it's hard
He can numb
to
it
shooting, like all that touch. Like it's not even just even when it's not an ability thing, it's still a mental thing. Like you feel your hand is fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, like so you're
I mean,
thinking
the
about it
motherfucker
every
scored
time.
45 on a
He went
broken,
crazy,
like,
yeah.
fucked up hand.
Darren's
So
was
that's
going
why I don't
crazy
buy
too.
That's
it.
why I said that shooting was a fluke. He can't even shoot in general. Like
They just
Well,
like
not that he
padded
can't
a lot.
shoot, but-
he does it multiple times where these stupid like 3-pointers just fall.
yeah, but that's why I'm like. I
We
mean,
can
with a
transition to
broken
talking
hand-
about that series then and can cap it off there then.
Yeah.
The Lakers Grizzlies game 7. I mean, fuck no.
I-
Game
Them-
6 is tomorrow.
They put him away
Dude,
tomorrow.
I'm so confident in Game 6. I'll put money on it right now, Hassan, if you want to.
Why are you saying that?
If you're the only one that think the Lakers are gonna win.
I will put money
Yeah, I
on
said
it.
Lakers in 6. It's 'cause
When did you When did you
Said
switch?
right now.
Because he said Memphis.
What?
There's a
No,
record.
hold on. He said Memphis originally,
Oh,
so
yeah.
now he switched up. But what game like did you change your opinion? Was it when we went 3-1? Is that what made
Yeah.
you
Oh,
like
we
for it?
stole home.
when they stole the game at Game 4 and the coach made bad decisions. I think Tyus Jones should have played more.
We
in the
didn't
second
steal
half.
Game
We didn't
4.
steal Game 4.
We stole
Came
Game
back from Game
1.
4, but we stole Game 1.
No, Game 4.
We were at
Memphis was up,
home
though.
though.
No.
Oh, you're talking about like home court advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that Memphis was dominating the whole game. They lost the first quarter. They won the second, third, and beginning of the fourth.
Because every team that won the first has won the game so far in the
Oh, okay.
series.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think Memphis should have.
So if we win the first tomorrow, you already know.
Memphis should have won that game, in my opinion. I think Desmond Bain was playing really hard, but if you play them to the point where they don't have any legs left to finish out the game for you, and you have players on the bench that can substitute for 2-3 minutes, like Tyus Jones is the most paid backup in the league. Yeah, and he's
very bad.
proven. He played pretty well the game that they won.
Yesterday, yeah.
He's
a bench player,
No,
though, like-
he's played good in Memphis, but when they come to LA, he's like 0 for 6. Like he can't hit a single
He
shot.
doesn't have to shoot; just keep the lead. You can orchestrate the offense to do well.
Brooks last game.
Oh man, don't get me started on that bum.
He's been bad the whole
He's been
series.
bad,
He's
yeah.
not. He's not had one good game.
Dude,
That's why.
No,
He's
no,
like,
yeah.
get his good
Tell
game
me
out.
the stats that he's averaging this series, and tell me the stats he's averaging against the Jazz, bro.
So this series,
Who are we talking about?
Dylan Brooks.
Dylan Brooks is averaging 11 points.
Yeah, I look up the Jazz one.
Dylan Brooks is averaging 11 points this series.
No, you got to shit his percentages.
4 fouls. I'm gonna go there.
Fouls averaging.
2 assists, 3 rebounds. Not bad, not bad.
Not good.
Free throw 71. Here we go. Here's the good stuff. A 3-point percentage, 22%.
Oh my God, that's
It's actually really bad.
Dude, you saw the strategy that
Dude, he's
implementing too. They're just leaving him wide open.
wide open, insanely wide.
It's
Dude,
literally
he's
the
on an
best thing
island.
Ham's drawn up all year, dude. I'm not even kidding.
His field goal is a career low. It's 30%. 28.
All right, say the Jazz stats.
This nigga averaged 25, 4, and 2 in 5 games versus the Jazz.
2 years ago.
He shot 51, 40, and 80.
Oh
I knew it was
my
something
God,
like
that's
that.
not the same player
He's
right
gained
now.
weight. He gained
Not
a
the
lot of
same
weight.
player.
That's
He
what I'm
did
saying,
give him
20.
a lot of
I heard some stat like that saying he was going crazy 2 years ago.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was really good. He was supposed to be the future of the
Ball
team.
himself down to like Taiwan or something. It's crazy.
Now it's like all mental. I think now the fact that we're leaving him open,
That's
like it's
crazy,
in
though.
his head.
Nigga had 31, 23, 27, 21, 27.
I also don't like how he's like a front runner too. Like he'll talk. Even
Oh,
the
yeah,
whole team,
that-
whole
that's-
team will talk when they're winning.
Oh,
when they got nothing.
We
when
should
they're
have
losing,
talked about that.
nothing to say.
We should have talked about that, dude. The way this nigga like skipping the media is some super hoe shit. I was like, you niggas is hoes. Like after that, like, you can't talk shit and then not go see the media because you lose. Like
Twice.
Twice, yeah, you're a loser
during the
ass
games.
nigga.
He won't talk because he's
Except
down.
Desmond Bain. I respect
Game-
Desmond
yeah.
Bain.
Me too. He doesn't say anything.
Desmond
He doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Same with Jared.
Well, no,
Jared
he
kinda
does sometimes
too.
say stuff, but he at least goes to the media every post game, like and talks to them. And
Because the media are scared of looking at him and see like they're gonna have the best questions.
That shit was so disappointing because it like how arrogant you were after game 2, nigga. Like you with this fucking ugly ass glass nigga, so ugly too. Like, but like it's like and you gonna skip the media because you get cooked and fucking game winner on nigga. Like
take it like a man, bro.
Yeah, he's talking about everybody like he's a villain. Everyone's pinning
Oh
him as
yeah,
a
the
villain.
media
Like,
shit too.
dude, you're the one speaking to the media. You're the one saying those type of things.
calling niggas old. Like,
Yeah, he's the one controlling the narrative, man. Like,
a pope is.
and he's not playing
Like-
well. Like, it's one thing if you're playing well and backing it up, but if you're not playing well and talking trash and skipping media days, like you can't respect that, bro. Not at all.
Yeah, I'm not rolling with that nigga.
he's
like,
gonna be a Houston Rocket next season.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
They said they want to get veterans because they got Ime now. You see that KPJ is the only one that showed up to his press conference.
Yeah, that's bad.
Serious
We didn't talk about that either. Them getting Ime, which is that's a great addition.
yeah, I
to the team.
think
That's
that'd
the
be
coach
great.
I wanted them to get.
That's literally the best coach they could get. Like literally,
Nick Nurse.
dude. If the Bucks could, they probably hire Ime right now.
It's like a top 5 coach right then and there in the league.
Yeah, I mean,
You think what he did will ever get leaked or not?
the what?
What he did will ever get
What are you talking
leaked?
about, Lisa?
Ime.
What are you talking about?
We
just-
kind of
he
already
just
know the
matched his
gist of what
subordinate.
happened. Yeah.
yeah.
No, but they didn't. I mean, it has to be
didn't-
more than that to get freaking
No,
fired.
it's not. That's his policy. If you find it, if
Okay,
any-
but
You
there's
can't fuck on the job, bro. It's
yeah,
just
like,
like
it's his policy.
I
okay,
saw-
but
And especially when
people have
it's,
done it like people
No,
do
of
it in
course,
Northwest all the time.
But when it's
When it's found out, right?
but not just when it's found out when he's a head coach and they're like a staffer.
he has he's in a
then
position of power. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
technically,
yeah.
even if they're
Abuse of
technically,
power.
even if he didn't like use his power to smash her, you know,
Okay,
it's just
but-
like
Well, okay, I get a suspension for 1 year, but to fire him,
But it's like, why would you suspend him and then bring him back? Like that's
No, it's
he
coming-
got you
It's
to the finals, and even Jason Tatum said that he was the best coach he's ever had
I mean,
from
like,
high school,
yeah,
middle
Jalen
school,
Brown did,
elementary,
like-
It's just
kindergarten.
It's
He's
just
the
weird.
best
Like,
coach.
it just
Jalen
makes
Brown did
no
not seem
sense.
hurt at all when they let him go.
Jalen Brown doesn't care because that nigga's gone too. If he doesn't get a super max,
Definitely getting
yeah, cares about his money, social justice, and playing well.
Every time
Got it.
Jalen Brown gets brought up, I keep
And
thinking
he
of the,
cares about his bases.
I keep thinking about like the
Bargain,
interview.
too.
Wait, was it Malik Andrews or the other person? The other.
Taylor Rooks with the 5 rings.
Bro,
Yeah.
that interview just every time Jalen Brown gets mentioned,
No,
I think of
the
him
same
saying,
thing with the I'm finding the West.
Yeah.
Head ass. Oh my god.
"Bro, these kids, man."
Well, the receipts tomorrow.
John's like young as hell.
If we win tomorrow, which I think we will, the timeline's gonna be lit, bro. All the receipts from Memphis, all season long, all the
Can't
talking
talk
they're
like
doing.
that. Bro, how
my
does-
TikTok page is
How are
gonna
these
look
top
like.
seeds losing like in the first round? Like, come on.
It's
Fraud.
a different season. It's too
Fraudulence.
much parity in the NBA
We
right
don't
now.
know who's gonna win. We all
This is what we want.
the Bucks
We
went
know
to the
LeBron's
finals.
showing up
this is what we-
tomorrow,
this is what
bro.
we want.
Yeah,
LeBron
that
got
too.
his bad game.
I'm betting the over on him for sure.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I switched up my pick watching the series too. I don't think LeBron's gonna have 2 bad games. So.
LeBron's not getting first rounded if he's healthy.
Unfortunately, AD had a great
yeah,
game last
I was gonna
game.
say, unfortunately, we wasted an AD 30-20. Like,
No.
Dude, he was a beast, bro. He was
tomorrow.
going
Please do it
crazy.
tomorrow.
When AD was scoring like 4 points before like the fourth quarter, I was like, bro, what are you doing?
oh God, I'm like, nigga, I can do better. Like taking 12 shots.
It's on the
like,
road too.
No, but like,
Oh,
it's serious. Like, how do you have such a great game before that and just be so passive the next game? Like, he has to bring it tomorrow. He has
I just
to.
hate how Tillman cooks it.
I think
He said he's willing to play 48 minutes. He said he's willing.
I think please don't do
I'm
that.
scared for him.
He said that, but I hope to God he doesn't do
Wait,
this.
what?
You won't get a
He said
productive
I'll play
48.
48 minutes if we need to. Like,
I pray he doesn't.
Just please give Wenyan like 2 minutes. Two, just so AD can sit.
I don't want Gabriel.
Dude,
Everybody wants to see Mo Bamba.
You
The
can't put- you
dude
can't
didn't
put
play in the
someone
Orlando
with
Magic for a
experience.
reason, bro.
Dude, no, but
yeah,
like
people want to see Mo
he's a
Bamba.
body.
It's an experience thing, though. You're
I'd
not
rather
just
have
gonna throw Mo
Wenyan out
Bamba
there. I'm
out
gonna be
there.
real.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
I'd
real.
rather have Wenyan too.
Wenyan, the last game, he played a little bit. He got an and one. He got a block. Like he did. I'm not saying give him 10 minutes, 20 minutes a game, but like just so AD can sit for 2 minutes at the end of the quarter. Like that's it. That's literally it.
Rambunctious, bro, when I watch him play. Like,
Who?
he's too like raw, like Wenyan.
He's like a baby
like
Vanderbilt.
super raw,
He's
like-
like baby Vanderbilt. Like
All
a
you
lot of
need to do is just
energy.
box
Like
out,
Vandal's
rebounds,
controlled, but like
that's it,
Wenyan's
bro.
like all over the place. Like he just does shit. Well, he's good. I'm not saying he's not.
It's also an experience thing with Mo Bamba. Like, he nigga barely plays. You're not just gonna throw him out there in the playoffs and be
Not
like,
even
hey.
that. He's just not good enough.
Yeah.
Troy Brown, is he good?
Yeah,
I mean, he's been playing ass.
He's like not bad, not
I
good.
feel like
He's
there's
like
better
whatever.
players in
He's
the league
just out
who
there,
do
running
a
laps.
better job than he does.
He's like a body that like the
put
guy
him
who
in
he's
there.
guarding is not about to fucking absolutely
I don't
destroy him,
see-
but
yeah.
he might get scored on.
He's not finna
He
he's
won't
not
mess it
finna
up.
be
He
on
won't
the
mess
team
up the
next
flow.
year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see him as like a transition period guy.
They're not
See him
keeping
as a what?
They're
Or
not
a
keeping him.
transition period guy where it's just
Yeah,
like, he's just
exactly.
there for the
Yeah,
season.
like they're not keeping that nigga.
Oh, Troy Brown?
Yeah, I don't think so.
He had a good end to the season.
He'll get a job, but probably not with the Lakers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
He's a
I don't think he's out
solid
the league.
I'm
I
just
just
thinking like if he
Definitely
pulls
not.
like
likes him, so I
the
don't
Josh Hart role is what I was thinking, where it's like
Oh,
your
no,
backup
that's
for
good.
small forward.
Who?
No, I'm just thinking like
Troy?
Troy Brown of like imagine Josh Hart was in that position. For
I'm
the
sure.
Lakers.
Oh,
I'm sure
wow, yeah.
Pelinka's gonna make some
Yeah.
moves in the
Yeah.
offseason, regardless of what we do in the
Do you
playoffs.
have money for it?
I mean, just changing people out. Like,
guess
You got what's it called? You freed up the cap space for the Russell Westbrook
Yeah,
thing, so you
for
definitely
real.
have some money. now.
47 million off the books, like you'll be all right. Like,
I mean, oh no, the Jazz are paying him.
Yeah.
So I think the Jazz waived them.
Yeah, we traded. Well, we traded him for a D'Lo contract, who's up. Vando, he's making like $3 million, and then Malik Beasley, who's also gonna be a free agent.
He's making-
Sucks ass. I fucking hate
He
him.
can go. That motherfucker can go, bro.
I don't care about the 2 good games out with LA. I tell you he's ass.
some
bro.
people
Every
just
day.
can't handle.
Actually,
playing
let me
next
say
to
this:
LeBron. Like, it be
Malik,
like that.
Not
you're
even
gonna
not
play
the
tomorrow.
Lakers.
I know
Oh,
you're
yeah,
gonna
the
play
Lakers,
tomorrow.
yeah.
If Malik hits 3 threes tomorrow, you can stay on the team.
If he hits, if he hits 3 threes,
Yeah, like, I wasn't going that far. I was just gonna say you can stay on the
You
team.
never
but
seen that
if
clip
he
of
hits
the
3
Charlamagne
threes,
shit?
you can spin the wheel. If he hits 3 threes,
Why would I spin a wheel?
just because, just incorporate the wheel back into the
Yeah, but we haven't done challenge in a minute. I think nigga, he gonna do it.
for real. Huh?
But you never seen that Charlamagne clip? Oh, 6ix9ine.
Oh, yeah,
There's a lot
he
of
was on- he was
Charlamagne
on-
clips,
He was
bro.
on Breakfast Club. He was like, if 6ix9ine beats his case, I suck his dick.
I did
What?
see
Like,
No,
that's the only reason I said that. I was
Straight up
referencing
out
that.
the,
like-
the worst one was Charlamagne when his logic was on. He's like, so your sister got raped?
Yeah,
I'm like,
that shit was
what?
horrible, dude.
Man,
Different
time.
crazy shit.
Charlamagne's funny.
Oh, yeah,
Nigga be
so-
smelling chairs.
Was it Charlotte Diggy that said something about her rapping or some shit?
No, that was
That was someone else? Okay.
That was different, yeah.
Yeah,
That was a freestyle.
get off there, wait.
That was an edit though.
Oh yeah, that was.
No, that was
fake.
real. That was real.
No, the edit was the one where like get off the airways.
No, it was real. He
That
called
was
in.
real, no?
Yeah, John is
Nah,
real.
it was
The
not.
real
4 in the
person.
morning?
That one wasn't real. That was an
Which
edit.
Oh,
Yeah, it was-
really?
it
It's
was-
a really good edit.
thought
I thought it was real at first.
My
too,
life
but
is a lie. I thought that
No,
was
someone
this whole
called and
time.
said it. It was an edit. You can find
No,
that full
no,
video.
someone did call and like say it was bad, but the one was like, "Oh, you trash, get off the airways." That was an edit, 100%.
No, it was real. That John, because he's done it for different people too. It's not one
I
person.
mean, this isn't
Yeah.
like a
Some-
conversation.
maybe somebody
happening
called.
right now.
Yeah, we'll have to verify this information.
It's real though.
This is not a conversation.
Yeah, we'll have to verify
this.
it.
Back to my Lakers point though. I wouldn't be surprised if the Grizzlies win and force it 7, but I'll choose Lakers in 6.
I feel like they won't they don't want to go back to
I think Lago does it tomorrow.
Yeah, you see what he did to them niggas the other game.
AD and LeBron showing up tomorrow, guaranteed. In crypto.
Oh,
I don't know
LeBron-
about
They
AD.
both need to have 30.
LeBron got to drive every play, bro.
I will be
Oh
there no
God,
matter
nigga,
what.
like he think he me or something. Why you shooting 9 threes? Like that's just all I'm saying.
yeah. Oh, quick. We didn't do our Golden State. Quick Golden State.
Oh.
Kings.
The Kings have to win tomorrow, bro.
If it's a must win. Like
I said it hopes
window
I hope
now.
it goes 7.
You guys all said Kings.
I'm gonna
before.
say Golden State in 7. I'm gonna say Kings win
7.
tomorrow, but then Golden State goes back and wins another road
I
game.
think Sabonis gets that
Hot
like into
take.
the game where he doesn't get bodied on defense.
I'm gonna take Kings in 7. I gotta stay consistent with the Kings.
I'll say it too.
Kings
I
in
really want
7.
the Kings to win
Yeah.
the series.
Yeah, me
So I'm
too.
still the only one who believes.
I just said
think-
Golden State.
No,
in
no,
7.
no.
Oh,
No,
I think Murray's gonna show up. I think Monk will have a good game tomorrow. I think Fox will have a good game. Sabonis has to show up. If he doesn't show up and like He needs to out rebound some Looney, bro. He has to.
No, you know who got to show up? Kevin Hurd. That motherfucker ain't do shit.
He
the
took
whole
so
series.
much.
So isn't he shooting like 19% from 3 or
I don't
something?
know.
Like it's
So
terrible.
bad.
Some random shots sometimes.
Like if I had to put money on it, I'd say the Warriors win tomorrow, but I want the Kings to win in 7 because I want them to win a series.
I think the Warriors win, but I'm gonna just do hot take that the Kings win at Golden State, which it's hard to do, and then that the Warriors win at Sacramento when it's hard to win on the road for them. But I just want to hot take it.
Yeah, see,
we'll see, man.
I'm still sticking with my Golden State in 6. I said they won
Shocker.
4 straight.
Shocker.
Yeah,
Wow,
Devin,
that's not a
Devin,
shocker.
Devin did say Devin hit in the chat yesterday. He was like, "Oh, Hassan said they was gonna win 4 straight. They looked at you like a madman." Something like that.
He thought it was a man.
Yeah.
Is it not fast?
We'll see
Like,
if
we'll
it
see
comes to
tomorrow.
fruition.
So we'll see.
Might be
Yeah, we'll see.
facts.
Hey,
said that.
if both like the Lakers and Warriors win tomorrow, we can hop on live, just do something quick,
Oh yeah, yeah, I can do that.
and then
What
I
was
can set up the little
De'Aaron
layout
Fox
that we
stats
got.
last game?
Right.
If you can see it.
Oh, was that the 27 one?
Last game. I just want
Also
to see
the
his
TikTok
his
too.
post broken finger stats. I want to see.
Wait, is it?
After speaking,
It's just like that, right?
I can't even see it on my glasses.
What the fuck?
Aaron, just put Fox.
Swipe.
Fox. Oh, let's talk about the NFL after. Move on. Two big things.
What do you want to talk about? Let's just get into
Yeah.
that.
Rogers, yeah. Rogers to the Jets.
24.
We didn't know we talked
That's
about
not
this
bad.
last time.
Yeah.
No, we didn't because it
Broken
didn't happen.
finger.
Saturday.
I mean, I don't.
I think it happened one day. Yeah, it did happen one day.
I'll
yeah.
give my opinions and hot takes, but
For what?
Just quick.
NFL?
15-minute NFL.
Yeah, we just have to talk about 2 things: Jets and then Lamar contract.
I thought good job for the Packers. They got way more than I thought they would.
Yeah, for real. I thought they was trying to get I thought they were gonna end up getting less.
They got 2
like,
first round
yeah.
picks. They got one was like a trade down, and then the other one was next year's first round.
Still
pick.
drafted another freaking defensive player in the
Actually,
first
no,
round.
it's not. It's not a first. It's a conditional. If he's there for 2 more years,
65%
yeah, or something like that,
for
then
the
they-
season.
65%
If he
of
plays
snaps.
65%, yeah.
which he definitely will,
Yeah, he's
unless he gets injured. Obviously.
He has to start like 10 games or something like that.
All
He has to play 10 games and then that's it.
We'll look back. What's today's date, Bez?
27th April.
27th of April, 2023. We'll look back and we'll see that the Jets are the Super Bowl champions.
nigga,
Aaron
dude.
Rodgers wins another MVP. Garrett Wilson is the Devontae Adams of 2 years ago. It's Aaron Rodgers. They got Brees Hall. They got another defensive player today. Sauce Gardner. He's him. We know that too. Who else? They got Quentin Williams, Elijah Vera Tucker. The team is loaded. It's a-
Lazard.
There you go.
That's just like,
Randall Cobb is coming too. So
that's crazy. Why?
Yeah.
Like why?
No, he
For
just
chemistry
keep a
purposes.
job, bro. He literally just
Nathaniel
there
Hackett
and riding Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
He's
Rodgers
Tristan
getting him that
Thompson
bag.
of the NFL.
Oh god.
Nathaniel Hackett's back too with Rodgers, and he got him 2 MVPs before he became a dog water
Don't say
coach.
Nathaniel Hackett. Just, that's not a
yeah,
plus.
I know the division is tough. You got Tua, Tyreek Hill, Josh Allen. Patriots are always somewhat decent, but Aaron Rodgers to me is the greatest talent I've ever seen in my life, and they'll win another Super Bowl.
On the playoffs.
With the me riding.
Not in the playoffs.
There you go.
Let's talk about,
Get off the knee pad.
Lamar Jackson actually got paid.
Yeah,
Damn.
Lamar.
Big
Good
bag
for
got him big
Lamar.
Yeah,
mad.
260.
Was the agent thing real? Like he doesn't have an agent?
No, his mom's his
Yeah,
agent.
his
So
mama.
he just got himself $260 million
Mama.
by himself?
Yeah,
Exactly.
obviously a little
Yeah,
slip to the
pretty
mama.
much.
But
Mama.
pretty
Damn, no
10%.
professional agency getting that much
and
money.
they did great today, by the way. They signed Odell. They drafted another wide receiver
Yeah,
who's a
first round.
burner. Zay Flowers.
Rashad
He's really
Bateman
good.
there too. We'll see with
They
him
gonna
another
be Mark
first round wide
Andrews.
receiver.
Oof.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been forgetting Mark Andrews there.
Oh, J.K.
That's like his only
Dobbins
weapon.
too.
He
Dobbins
got
is
a
back
year
from injury.
finally back
Yeah.
from
Oh, yeah.
injury, so
Gus
they
Edwards
could be
too.
scary.
He tore his ACL and
Bro,
come back.
I don't even want to think about that.
I remember you
I
drafted him.
drafted that nigga, dude. Like,
Hey man, that's how it happens. That's why you got to draft like one day before the fantasy
oh god.
because injuries happen all the time. So yeah, what do you got? 180 guaranteed? That's Tyler.
185,
185
total.
So that's the second highest, right?
Light
Third
change,
highest.
you know.
Who's
so light.
who got more? Hurts?
Kyler had the same, and then maybe her.
No, I think he has more. I think Kyler's is 160. Deshaun obviously has more. He's 230 guaranteed.
It was Deshaun
Yeah.
and Kyler.
That shit is really.
Oh, I thought Kyler
egregious.
had 165.
No, they showed a graphic today on like when the Ravens were drafting.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
him, Kyler, and Deshaun, and I think him and
Okay.
Kyler had the same. Like Lamar got more money, obviously total, but they got the
Kyler's,
same
yeah,
amount.
Kyler's
guaranteed.
185 guaranteed too.
And Jalen Hurts' contract is pretty big too.
Yeah, he got paid. Shout out to him.
Wasn't it like 160 or something?
Guaranteed, and then like
Yeah.
200 something. Like we can get fully, I guess.
It's crazy that Mahomes not even like a top 5 paid QB right now.
Hey, I mean,
Yeah,
that was
but
his,
his team's gonna.
that's his fault for signing the contract.
That's
I mean,
true.
It's
but
not his fault. He did
Wasn't
it
it
on
like a
purpose.
10-year?
yeah,
wasn't it
to
like a
get
10
more
year. What's it called?
Get more.
assets. So that's good. He'll always be in the competition. But I mean, like at the end of the day, Is it legacy or money, depending on the player?
I mean,
You get money off legacy too. Like Tom
Yeah.
Brady
Oh, yeah,
getting
like-
endorsements out the ass because he's Tom
Like
Brady.
he's he's
Mahomes
the greatest to
has
ever
two
do it.
chips,
I
like,
mean, Mahomes like could get on that level
Yeah.
when it was career
so
stuff.
far.
Yeah,
'Cause
he's got a lot of. He's already in with State Farm, and then.
I
He already
agree.
has 2 Super Bowls. Like that's more than a lot of QBs winning their whole
But
career.
do you think he'll ever get more? Will he even get more money than Tyreek for his career? Because he signed like a 10-year, didn't he?
Ooh.
Yeah, 10-year, 40,
Yeah.
450.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's
something
getting
like that.
endorsements. He could probably
No,
like.
I'm
do
talking about
whatever
like
the fuck he
strictly
wants.
NFL though, contract wise.
I don't know.
But even then, it's just like I'm not like me. I would honestly take the Mahomes route because it's just like when niggas get 45 a year. I mean, I
He
granted
also
for
got
10 years is a long
stability. Like
time.
just
Yeah.
God forbid, like his knees fucked up.
The only
when he's
thing-
33.
The only thing
he's
is I
still getting
wouldn't
paid.
I wouldn't get a fucking 10-year contract. That's insane. But like
yeah,
if someone
They
offered
do it in
me
baseball though. They be
Yeah,
doing
base-
all
yeah,
that.
baseball is
different
They play like
sport,
100 games
Yeah.
this season, bro.
yeah.
But like
Yeah, shit's crazy.
I hate when some people are like they be sweating the difference between like 45 and 50 million. It's like, come on.
What do you
nigga,
mean, nigga? $5 million difference is big.
It depends.
But you know what I
Some-
mean?
some-
Like,
$5 million change your whole life.
No, it depends.
Change your
Some-
life of life.
obviously,
listen,
but
listen,
if I have 45 and I could be on a championship team or get 50 something and
Yeah,
be on
I
like
get
a
you, I get
shitter
you.
team,
It only makes sense for the dudes
Like-
that like only get one big contract, like
Yeah.
the running backs. They gotta milk that. But like
Yeah.
if you like already on your second contract or whatever, I agree with you at that.
yeah,
point.
like I'm not gonna trip off of a few million a year, like
Like,
not getting max. Oh, I gotta get max money, and then hurt the rest of like the if I care about.
Because you
the
don't know,
franchise
man.
fee.
Like you can just go down, and then that $5 million could be useful. You never know.
If it's 45 to
Yeah,
50, it's
but-
not a big deal. You gotta look at the scale.
I think
Yeah,
it
that's what I'm
is.
saying. Like,
Goes back to my
One
point
to
of
3 or
5 million being life changing money. Even if
Everybody
you do get
else-
45, but you still get an extra 5 million. When in your life are you gonna get that extra 5 million after you retire?
But it's not that like
Yeah,
so what
like-
he's saying, it's like not that important. Like
I understand.
it's money's money, but you know.
it's between
For somebody
zero.
who's like on a multi-million-dollar contract, it's like us losing $20.
Yeah, I understand that. But
Maybe
like,
not to that
once he
extent, but-
Once he
It's like
retires,
5K, but-
once he retires, when is he ever gonna get $5 million?
But he's gonna get a lot more. It shouldn't endorsements. It shouldn't.
He has the opportunities
playoffs
to be
bonuses, championship
Have
bonuses.
endorsements that like are.
No, but you could be an analyst, you could be a coach, you could be a scout. Like these guys that retire.
But they're
also
separate.
True, but I'm saying
The
you
point
get
is-
opportunities just
Pat
because you're a
Mahomes-
former player. You're
Pat
gonna
Mahomes
get.
is set for life. Is the
Only
You
had
gotta
point.
also be smart with your money, and you don't have to like just waste your.
Look at Kendrick
30
Perkins
million.
on TV.
He's not
Like
making millions though. I don't think so.
he's definitely making
Yeah.
millions.
Yeah.
Maybe not like 10
No,
million,
okay,
but
yeah.
like definitely
He's
one.
definitely gonna get a contract soon. I'll tell you that.
Can I borrow the charger?
No, because
We
Stephen
gonna
A.
wrap it up, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
Stephen A.
That's
making
true.
like
Actually,
5 million.
yeah. I don't need it.
Stephen A. is making 5 million. He's on the max at ESPN.
yeah.
So,
I thought he was making 10.
Like how much?
Oh, no,
is
it's-
JJ Redick's probably
He gets
making
paid more than coaches. Would get paid.
for ESPN, he's like a part timer though.
JJ.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
Well, he don't
making
even need it.
millions off his podcast. I don't know.
collectively.
Has
Definitely.
millions. Like,
All right, yeah. The
Yeah.
He's
camera,
an NBA player.
the
Like,
camera's about to die. I don't want to put the
he's
battery.
a recent
in.
NBA
us
player
end it
too, so
here.
he had decent contracts.
Yeah. Good,
But-
good episode today.
Yeah, good episode.
Good episode.
Playoffs is exciting. I love the
Back and forth.
yeah, how
Anyone
everything's so
can
close
get it,
too.
low key. Anyone can win the ring this
It's
year.
been pretty good so
Oh,
far.
that shit is about to die.
My playoff lock just fucking went out the fucking door.
Yep.
Hey, let us know what you think in the comment section. See y'all in the next episode.
Knicks in 4.
Let's go. Lakers in 5.
Lakers in 3.
Golden State in 3.